Welcome to Chubby Boy Magic!
We won't tell everybody how it took you like 5 takes to do that.
Nice. No robot, though.
Don't encourage him.
Damn, I love the fucking robot, dude.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Fucked that up because I was going to do your intro by doing it in the robot voice, but
You're like,
Welcome to Chubby Boy Magic!
God, that's even worse.
where is the robot? Is it this one? Oh, is it that one? Nope. That's the Rage Against the Machine button. Where is it? Nope.
Your poor wife. You're just over here punching buttons like, is that it? Nope. Where's it at? I can't find it. Where's it at?
That little man in the boat.
She's like, I know.
How'd you get so good at this?
When the meme came out where it's the mechanic reaching around and the woman's like, how'd you get so good at it? It's like fucking finding 10mm bolts my whole life.
Shit.
She's like, I married a mechanic. I thought it'd be good.
You're
like, it's good for me. She's like, I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I've gotten 0 complaints.
Got really strong fingers, but they're really dirty.
Yeah. Oh, dude. No shit. Like I had to check because I won't think about it, and I'll be like, oh, hold on, give me a second. There's been multiple times where I'm like, I'll be back. Don't worry.
You
about
actually care?
I do. I'm a proud
Sometimes
feminist.
they're cleaner after, you know.
Exactly. It's amazing. It's like, wow.
Vacuum.
Those 2 fingers are white.
Why are they so pruny?
Why is it so wrinkly now? It's like I've been swimming.
Okay, on this episode, we have a good friend, a longtime listener of the podcast, first-time guest.
Dickhead.
Yep, what a fucking piece of shit.
That's me.
Yep, I had to not say the C word because I don't want to get canceled in the first 5 minutes.
See you next Tuesday.
Yep. We are 1 minute in, and I got to wait to say any of that until 10 minutes so we don't get...
Why?
YouTube.
What
Shit,
word is it?
fuck.
You can say those.
Oh.
What
What words can we
tell me
not
what
say?
words we can't say.
Yeah, let's discuss this.
What does your sister-in-law say all the time?
My sister-in-law.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost called him that. And I was like, I'm not going to get
I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, on this episode, we have a good friend of ours, Mr. Not Mrs.
I can be whatever you want me to be.
Yeah, that's a good guess right there.
He's like, I'm the girl today.
Hey, this is your fantasy, okay?
Yeah. All live and in person. Dillon. Is it Renfro?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dillon Renfro. Is there any other names you go by other than Fat Cat? It's Fat Cats.
Wow, you're really on it.
Salvage.
Yeah. Yeah. Fat Cock Bob. No wonder you're Nate's
old
best friend.
dipshit.
Old dipshit.
I couldn't remember who. There's
Why are you so red?
because I just looked at him and called him fat. I couldn't remember.
I'm fat, dude. That's cool, man.
You're on a podcast called Chubby Boy Magic.
I thought that was
It's
why I
all
was
right.
here.
Yeah. There's a weight limit for this ride.
Who do you think our heaviest guest has been so far?
You.
I don't know, man. How much do you weigh right now?
I'm way lower than you. Our heaviest guest by far, and I say this with nothing but love for you, man, would be Loudmouth. Because he's a big boy.
He is a big.
He's like, 8'12".
He's
and
fucking
like
way taller than I thought he was going to be in person too.
a lot taller.
12.
He's like he's like
Isn't that
8'12".
shitty beer?
Yeah.
Is it 805?
Maybe it's 805.
Yeah.
I
Is that
don't
who
know.
sponsors them?
Yeah.
They sponsor this? I'm sorry. 805 is so good.
We don't have a beer sponsor.
Yet.
Do the wah, wah, wah. Yeah, we need a beer sponsor because I almost grabbed a 4 Loko for today. I was like,
dude, I would've
how
drank a 2 Loko.
unhinged do we want to get? I almost got. I was gonna get the
St. Patrick's Day, man.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even think about that because it was the camo one too. I was like,
Sheriff's still at the store. I can get her to get some 4 Locos.
Dude, get some 4
Let
Locos.
me check some.
Calling into work tomorrow.
Well, being how old are you?
Old as fuck, dude.
Because you were when I asked what guest because how it works is, hey, I'm scheduling you, and then what beer do you want?
full retarded today.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Can't
I'm
talk.
old enough to drink. I
Yeah.
promise you that. A couple
So
times over.
I was like, what beer do you want? He goes,
I'm old
Busch
enough
Light.
to look at your butthole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
almost
double.
old enough to get my butthole looked at
Yeah,
They keep moving it up.
by the doctor. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. I got a pretty good looking doctor, so when it comes time, I'm glad it's her.
Yeah,
His name Paul.
No.
Paulette. So I was like, "What beer do you want?" He goes, "Busch Lights." And I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, I don't want too many though, because just in case I have to go through a checkpoint." And I was like, "Damn, he is responsible," because I didn't think about that at all.
Dude, I live like an
He
hour and
lives like-
45 minutes from here.
Right? Yeah.
Why would you? Oh, they canceled all the checkpoints. They caught that guy.
Oh, was it him? Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Lofton?
No, actually, it was a
Did you
white-
not hear-
it was
did you
a
hear
white
about-
guy.
Oh,
They
what?
caught him in New Mexico. The guy that shot that Weber's Fall cop.
Oh, dude, I didn't even know about that.
And
Yeah,
they made it all the way across the state, and OHP couldn't find a white Altima.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I know that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, I saw that. It's like somebody texted me about last night. Like, keep an eye out for this. I was like, what the fuck? Am I Batman? Like, the fuck am I gonna do about this? I'm drinking beer in my hot tub right now. Let me,
out for-
let me send the signal out. I was like, what the fuck? And then you guys are all talking about it this morning. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
White Altima. Okay.
yeah, white Altima.
That'd be easy to spot.
Yeah, the dude's name was like Billy Jean Mays or
William Billy something Bob.
something. Had the fucking
white dude.
whitest name.
Yeah, dude.
380 pounds.
Oh.
He got a
Oh, shit. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
a meme.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
he got a new bullet hole in him out in Grants, New
Yeah. They
Mexico.
were like, you don't need to run. You're not going to make it far anyway at 400 pounds.
Yeah, dude, he's a big old boy. A big old boy.
And you know, I wouldn't want to get shot in Grants, New Mexico. There ain't nothing out there.
Dude, I don't want to get shot any fucking way.
No. Do you were so?
I mean,
That sounds like it would suck.
yeah, it hurts the whole time. It hurts. Whenever there was a couple years ago where that guy stole a car, murdered an older couple or like an elderly couple, stole another car, murdered those person. Do you remember all that stuff? Where like,
yeah, it was last Friday night.
fucking right, no shit. This was 2017, 2018, somewhere in there, and like.
Yeah, I vaguely remember
Yeah,
that.
so the statewide manhunt for this guy for like fucking almost a week, and then they can't find him. And it started over by like Eufaula, I think, and then they catch the guy out by like the Texas border, like over by like Weatherford and all that shit. And the fucking trooper was like, "I'm not letting him go," and unloads his AR out of the front windshield of his fucking cruiser at the guy and fucking
Holy
gets him.
Yeah.
And like the state of Oklahoma, we have a rule for you guys if you don't know.
Shoot him.
Yeah, OHP
Shoot first.
OHP has a 100-mile radius limit that they can't go past, so they can only drive.
I think they dropped that.
now they
I
changed, they at the time they still had it enacted.
Yeah.
And-
But I think
like
they
into the
have
other
since
states?
dropped it.
Yeah, well, no, like if they go more than 100 miles in like a day or some shit.
Oh,
like
from where it started.
yeah, wherever they can't. So like
It used to be so their patrol
Just
area
haul ass then.
because of it was like budget deals. I'm pretty sure they've gotten rid of that, but it was like
pretty
they could only patrol like 100 miles in a day. So
yeah,
it was like, oh, so crime is
Got to save that gas, right?
yeah.
you know, it was one of those deals.
Damn.
And so that guy, like when he shot out the fucking front of the car, he was like, I had like 2 miles left for my, because he was saying he's like, if I had gone past that and caught him, I would have gotten in trouble for going past it. So he just went, I'm ending it now. I was like, dude, the footage of that shit was nuts. You can go look it up on YouTube. It's a good.
Yeah.
Time, but
'Cause he was like driving and like wedges his AR in the windshield and it's just like boom, bam, and glass kind of goes everywhere and he's like tick 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 tick.
yeah, yeah, dude.
Like driving just tick 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 and you're like the hole opens up in his
Bigger-
windshield and you're
yeah.
like yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
did
he's
some
getting
work.
it.
Yeah, dude, did some work that day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's
Yeah.
like, I've waited for this moment my entire life.
The whenever you're like you see kids asking cops like, "What's the coolest thing you've ever done?" That guy definitely gets that cool
I
story.
shot the shit out of somebody.
I was watching.
Be like, when I tase this annoying kid in the balls.
I was watching this guy. He's like a trooper out of another state, and he's like, "What's your most memorable arrest record or arrest?" And he's like, "The first one I ever did." So I go to a party for a domestic dispute, and I'm getting everybody's license and all that shit, and I run somebody that's not involved with anything, and this woman has a warrant, and he's like, okay, I've got some shit going on, and he's like, what's the warrant for? And they're like, cat at large, and he goes, what? And they're like, it's a warrant, just pick her up and pick her in. And so he goes up to the lady, and he's like, do you know that you have a warrant? And she's like, no. He's like, do you have a cat? She goes, yeah. He's like, well, you have a warrant for letting your cat roam. And so he had to arrest her for it. And he was like, felt kind of bad. I was like, not bad enough to bail this poor lady out over it, though.
Yeah.
I was,
Dude, you can't like fence a cat.
dude,
Was
I
it
have
like
a
big
cat.
cat? Was it like a fucking
Have you
panther?
ever? Yeah. Have you ever owned a cat? You just, if it's out of your house,
You don't really own
Yeah.
the cat.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
just there.
That's the people's cat.
You just let them be. Because even a small cat,
Uh-huh.
when they get rowdy,
Yeah, they're doing all kinds of shit.
oh, they're gonna fuck your world up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't want to fight a house
Yeah.
cat. I've got a house cat and I won't fuck with him.
Yeah,
oh, no,
I know.
no. Like Gallop, like,
I remember I had one when I was young, like 12, and we got it, and it was mean,
mean as fuck.
and we had put it in a box, and we're like poking it with sticks. We're
Pissing
being a
it off.
12.
I don't know if you know this.
We're
It might
being-
not have been mean in the first place. I think you made it
I'm just
mean.
saying, we were like 12-year-old boys, and then we basically like tossed that box
So magical.
at the
Put the pussy in the box and I beat it up, man.
Yeah. We
Beat it up.
That's what it's said to do. Yeah. And then we tossed the box at the old man in our neighborhood that we didn't like. And that cat went.
cat was in the box?
That cat was going to fuck somebody up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're a monster.
I mean, that was one of the tamer things.
Yeah.
There was a time we made a chlorine bomb and it
Oh, not with the cat, right?
not with the cat.
Yeah, no.
I was like, dude,
We were
come on.
cool.
I'm cat
Hey,
friendly. Come on.
We
Yeah,
were
dude.
we were cool with the cat by then. And
Thank God.
yeah.
That took a turn. So I was dating a chick in high school.
You were like, there was cats and the chlorine bombs. Fine. We put it in a mailbox with the cat.
Yeah. We
Like, fuck.
shoot bottle rockets at them and
At the cat?
yeah.
the cat?
Oh,
Oh,
not
dude.
cool, man.
Man.
Not cool.
Now
And then
half
you'd
the
like-
room is turned against you.
And then yeah. And then they when that they always had the thing like they always land on their feet and it's like I'm gonna fuck this up.
Nah, dude, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Even when they're morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a very large cat and fucker
Even
always
when
landed on his
you
feet, dude.
throw them
Yeah.
up and spin them so they're like they'll contort around
Yeah.
and like land on their feet and you're like, wow, okay.
I was picking
That's amazing.
picking Gally up to put him in the cat tower the other day, and he did not clearly want to go in there. So I like he was clawing me, and I was like, oh shit. So I'm trying to set him in there, and I kind of tossed him, like not
Yeah.
like full toss. And as I tossed him, he looked at me and I looked at him. I was like, oh, he's flying now. And he kind of did that weird back spring thing and then landed, and he just was like, okay, just lays down and
You
like,
just gotta,
Yeah.
if you're gonna throw a cat, you gotta underhand it.
yeah,
you know?
you got to kind of from the
From the belly,
from
yeah.
the belly, and just
Yeah.
woo,
Kinda hook
yeah.
it and
Either that
Yeah.
or you grab it behind the front legs and like swing it so its bottom legs are kind of get that pendulum effect and then just launch it up in the air and it'll
So, Spanky.
So I've heard.
So
I've heard.
allegedly.
So Spanky was on a cruise a couple years ago, and he's like, he's got house sitters, and I was like, all right, cool. And he's like, they'll just call you if they need anything. And I get a frantic phone call one day. Something's up with their cat. We don't know what happened. Blah blah blah.
We're gonna air quote. We don't know what happened.
And so I take the cat over to the vet, and
It's
they're
in
like,
the box, wasn't it?
oh no, it was they broke its leg, or allegedly it
Yeah.
broke its leg.
No, they broke its leg in like 6 places.
Yeah, and they're like, well, like you're on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
on the honeymoon, and then
Yeah.
so like I can call him and talk to him. But I choose not to tell him, hey, they just told me they're going to amputate your cat's leg. But I was like, this is Friday, and they're getting back Sunday, so this is a Monday morning problem.
Yeah.
You come back as a 3-legged cat. Dude.
Well, no, we knew something was going on because it's like, Cody's at the house because we get the alerts and
What's wrong with the fucking cat?
every now and then it's like, well, Cody's at the house. Well, that's interesting. And it's like, I don't have service, so I can't call him. So I'm like, yeah, he'll figure it out.
Could
It's
you
all
see it
good.
on camera? Just hold the cat up in front of the camera.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Kind of point, be like,
Yeah.
nope, it's just gone.
Yeah, this thing, its leg is not legging. So
Hold up the cat and then hold the leg up.
yeah, like I don't know how to. I don't. This is outside of
Hey.
my scope.
Mr. Miyagi is still kicking.
Yeah, and but
Oh,
now
dude, you
I'm,
got a 3-legged cat.
No,
No.
he has all 4.
now they just
Oh, they put it back.
Well,
The-
the
you know,
city,
$6 million
the city. I will tell you this thing about the country. So don't go to the city vets because they're like, we just amputate and charge you the price of a used Honda.
it was like they were like, it's gonna be $8,000 to amputate this cat's leg. I was like, I don't think he loves anything that much.
No.
Like I'm pretty sure he's not gonna do any of
a
that.
motorcycle, maybe, but so we go out to the Hera vet, and he's like, he'll be fine. We'll just cast it. Cats are great healers. Like, look at barn cats.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're like, okay. And so he casted it up, and then we did that for a few months, and then we were gonna have him have surgery and have it pinned, and that was like $1,000. And my wife is like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And so, Yeah, but then he was like, yeah, your cat can't have surgery. He has issues. He won't survive, and so we just have a gimpy cat.
Yeah.
So you weren't here for my whole allergy speech with him earlier?
Yeah.
No,
I'm not sitting over here crying over your cat story.
it's okay.
Just
I know.
fucking win, dude.
Sure.
So
sure.
we have
I know you love cats.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty cat
you love
friendly.
puss. We
Yeah,
know.
I love them.
Yeah.
Puss, he loves seeing cats down by Bear Puss Creek.
Bear Puss Creek.
Yeah.
Bear Creek is a good time.
It's a nice place.
It is.
So had you met him before I had met him?
Yeah,
When did you meet him?
at the orgy.
Oh, okay, cool. I forgot about. Where was my invite?
You don't go
Thanks.
to the furries?
Yeah.
I'm the kitty cat. I thought you were the panda bear.
No, I'm not the panda bear. I
He's
feel like
the
a cougar.
He's the fuzzy squirrel.
Dude, had
Fucking
you?
who is the panda then?
I don't know.
He sounded just like
Lofton?
you. Yeah, Fucking Nate.
Lofton's the skunk.
Yeah, that's true.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
So I met you through all the Chopper Boys, Nate, Billy, Zeke, and
Yeah, I think
Lofton.
I met you
Yeah.
at, I forget where, Club Style, Edmund Bike Night, one of those, I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never been to one.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know if I met you guys at that
was it OFR?
Fort Thunder bike show. that
Oh,
was
yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I met some guys there for like 2 minutes. I was waiting for Kickstart Mike to show up, but yeah, I don't
Yeah, it's
really
like trying to
remember, man.
Yeah, it's like
OFR is like the first time I really met you.
yeah.
guys.
That I
Yeah,
think that was when
yeah.
we really
Yeah.
because you got to see. Were you up there during the shirtless party?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. The shirtless
Everybody
party.
was there during the shirtless party.
You got whipped, dude.
Oh yeah, you were there for
Yeah,
that.
You got fucking whipped.
and then like Lofton disappeared for days. Yeah, like all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Where the fuck did Lofton go?" He was gone.
Gone.
And your like leg was whelped up. Everybody was like, "Ooh," and you're like, "Doo doo doo."
I forget which
I
one
didn't
it
even
was.
feel it.
It might have been the year before. It might have been like OFR 5 or something. But Timmy Marr from Martian
Yeah.
Machine, Wichita there, he has a bullwhip. And
He has a bullwhip?
He's pretty fucking good with
Nate
it,
was
dude.
telling us about this.
Oh my god.
He can make that fucker crack.
Oh, shit.
hard,
Yeah.
dude. And we're standing there, me and Tyler,
Yeah.
Dear Tyler, and we're
love
fucking
crack.
bullshitting, and we hear this fucking bullwhip crack, and Tyler's like, "Oh shit, where's Lofty?" It was fucked up.
There's a lot like Lofton. I like hanging out with him. He used to work with my wife forever ago, and like we'll just hang out and have beers every so often.
That dude's great, man.
And so like he'll just tell me stories where he's just like, yeah, and I'm not concerned, but then everyone else is laughing about it, so I gotta pretend like I'm concerned, which I think is dedication to the bit on a level where you got to utilize it when you can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um,
I get away with as much as he lets me.
yeah, we've heard the stories. We
Yeah.
won't talk about them, but we've heard the stories because when you guys were at White Rabbit, the
It's
first
all
year.
it's all
good.
good times
Yeah.
and love, dude. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the shit.
White Rabbit does not work as well without him.
No, it does not.
No, it does not.
I feel like
Really, we didn't think that one through.
yeah. Next year we got to make it better again.
Yeah.
Yes.
This year was kind of
Either that or we get a mannequin and spray paint it black and just tie it to one of the motorcycles.
Not-
Don't get me wrong. This year was fun, but like,
Yeah.
man, it was different.
Yeah.
The first year, man, was fucking rager.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
awesome.
Right.
This year was fucking hot as shit. And, like,
Yeah.
a couple of the guys are just real bummed out, from
Yeah.
life, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
man, Lofton's not here. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I was trying to be as drunk
But it
and
worked.
fun as perfect.
It worked out that we got that big ass trailer.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was actually really fucking nice.
The house was cool.
yeah, where did you wind up sleeping at when you were there?
On the floor.
Under the table.
Yeah.
That's kind of my go-to spot. Whenever we get like an Airbnb or cabin or whatever,
Yeah.
under the table. That's where I go, man.
Huh.
Yeah.
Just feel
Yeah.
comforted? Like,
I don't
Just
know what it is.
trained from a
man.
young age.
It's just fucking
Back your
honestly,
spot,
yeah, dude.
boy.
yeah.
I like to crawl up in shit, man. So
And you're not a small individual to crawl up and shit.
I'm quite large.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
stature and then waistline. You know?
Come on, man.
I called you fat in the first minute of the episode.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
I know what I am.
No, I did, like somebody was trying to tell me the other day. They're like, "You're just a really like large individual," and I was like, "Yeah." And
Yeah, I mean-
they just eventually, about 5 minutes after, I was like, "You can just call me fat. It's fine."
That's like I'm like on the verge of like I'm in that middle space where people are like, look at that fat motherfucker. They're like, he's gotten larger. Yeah.
We all get bigger in our old age. Yeah. So
Cody the other day talking about it. Oh, my 2Xs have shrank.
That's what I'm wearing right now,
I gotta
dude.
stop drying them. Like, yeah, that's what's happened.
That's what I wear too, and like they're so damn small, man.
dude, they keep getting smaller, and I don't understand.
I don't know why.
I don't know what's happening. They're riding up in the waist, and
Dude,
everything.
it's so. I went to go see a band called Horrors the other day, and I buy a
Love
2X.
Horse.
Dude, I buy a 2. Dude, that band fucking
love
kills.
horse.
I've never heard the band.
I'll send you the shit. So I get a 2X, and the guy's like, "You sure you want a 2X?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure I want a 2X." And he's like, "All right." So I get it. I wear it fresh, unwashed, and I was like, "Man, this thing fits great. Way too big for me. Perfect. Wash it once, and then I put it
all
on.
over.
And I was like,
And it's like a medium from Baby Gap.
"Yeah." I was like, "What the fuck?" And I looked at the wife, and I was like, "I gotta quit doing the laundry because I keep fucking this up." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, you're fucking it. You're fucking it up, all right." I'm like, those 2 bicycles there in the house, I don't see them leaving the house. I'm like,
No.
thanks, babe. Thanks. So.
Yeah.
So what bikes do you ride?
Uh,
You're a motorcyclist.
they're all kind of in different states of disrepair at the moment. But mostly, I've got my Evo chopper. And,
Okay.
I've got a chopped up fucking Softail. I know that sounds weird to say Softail chopper, but it's 2 frames stuck together, so fuck it. It's
Yeah,
a chopper.
I think
Yeah.
it makes sense.
And I got
Frankenstein.
a 06 Dyna that's kind of done up, kind of chopperish.
Yeah.
Bobberish, I guess.
Bobber.
Yeah.
And as you said, that
So I'm
was your
guessing you like chopper.
I'm kind of a chopper guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a Dyna bro.
You're
you know.
emotional
I'm the
support.
I'm the
You're
anti
an
Dyna
emotion.
bro.
You're an emotional support chopper guy.
Yeah.
right.
It's nice.
Yeah, I think that's very fitting for
It
him.
makes me happy.
Yeah, he's a good man,
I'm an emotional guy. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
been
I've
crying
seen
the
you
whole time.
crying
Yeah,
the whole time you've been
that's-
here.
Yeah, see,
dude.
Yeah.
He gets in, and so usually we don't talk before episodes, and but you took an hour and a half to fucking get here.
yeah,
Sorry,
dude. I'm
I-
about talked out. So.
I don't want to lose my job. You know,
5
the-
fucking things.
yeah,
the robot
what did you
overlord.
do last week?
Yeah.
So are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did mine.
Yeah, I did mine this morning at like 9.
Fuck you, Elon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
The robot overlord. I love him.
yeah.
Yeah,
I love
Can we say that
Tesla.
on here? No, I love robots.
I love Tesla.
Are you throwing your heart out to me?
I'm doing a Roman salute. Roman salute, just like Tesla. Yeah.
Dude, I don't trust AI. You
No.
guys trust AI?
No,
Yeah.
That shit's
Have you not
scary.
seen Terminator?
That shit is getting scary. as
Terminator
fuck, dude.
2. It's Skynet's going live.
Did
Yeah.
you see the video, the one in it was like fucking China or something,
Where they were trying
blowing
to
up at that?
Yeah,
fucking
when
thing?
when they were trying to push it over, and it was
Yeah.
like, nope.
Yeah.
And then the dogs, the fleet of like dogs, where they can put machine guns on them, and it's like, yeah, we're
Why?
There was that
not
one.
long
it was like,
for this Earth.
There was one. It was like a white. It looked like a body. It looked like a fucking human body with like a robot like head on it.
Yeah.
And it was like twitching around. I was like, dude, that's a fucking corpse.
Yeah.
That is a cyborg.
yeah, dude.
I don't trust.
And
this
it's
shit.
gonna
Yeah.
grab you and squash your head.
Yeah, they're fucking getting us, dude.
Well, and so I was reading this book of in high school one time, and it was like all about how AI would take over, and it was very preliminary on this, but they were talking about, and it was kind of a joke book too, but they're like, what we fucked up is like the
Yeah.
robot.
They were softening the blow. They were getting you ready for it, dude.
It was the hey, we need to have a talk, and I still really love
There's
it.
a whole historical series of movies, starting with Idiocracy, and then you go
Exactly.
to Terminator 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Salvation Day is fucking.
Did you see
awful.
the AI thing that looks like the fucking thing from the Matrix?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, what the fuck?
yeah.
What?
What do they call them things? Like seekers or
The,
something?
Yeah, the seeker thing?
The seekers.
Yeah.
It looks like a squid.
They made one of those, dude.
Yeah,
Why?
We don't get that
because
shit.
they want us to die.
They're trying to scare the fuck out of us, dude. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
that's
It's
like
working,
legitimately.
too.
That's all it is. It's just
Yeah.
terrifying the public.
Fucking AI, man.
Well, they were talking about in the book. They're like, yeah, with the robots, if they start taking over the robots, eventually they thought they theorized in this book. They'll eventually develop some type of emotion. So they may like you,
Well,
but hate
well,
him.
They're making the robot companion.
Yeah.
now, you know.
Well, they've been
I
working
mean-
on
I
sex
thought
bots.
mean,
I've been
come on.
single for so long. I might buy me one. You know,
You know, have you seen the new ones? I'd fuck them.
They're pretty hot.
Whitney
Yeah.
Cummings has one that she
No, it's her. It's her. It's
hers.
It's right, but it's a sex robot. That's
Her.
Of her?
Yes.
of her. She has her own
sex
robot.
robots.
Oh,
You know who
weird.
Whitney Cummings is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Media.
And I was like,
Yeah.
where's the signed line?
But the new one, like the new companion, does not look like, because hers is like
proudly
the
sponsored by
first
Fleshlight.
gen of like robots, like
Yeah.
the one you get from like Toys R Us,
R.I.P. Toys R Us.
And
It brings you the tray.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
got, like,
yeah.
a Coke on it. Yeah.
But
Or the
the
robot from Rocky 3.
yeah.
Remember that one?
But
Yeah.
the new ones are actually like really starting to look a little more humanoid and
Like that's
yeah. Everybody's like, "Can you fuck it?"
I don't trust it, dude.
That's my thing. There was what's
So
the name?
the Matrix started because it was humans started AI, and then AI started to take over,
Yeah.
and there was a war between the robots and the humans, and the
Yes.
humans scorched the earth and burned the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
And then that's when they encapsulated all of us, and we were batteries because, yeah, they made
That
the
I've
Matrix.
always wondered about in the Matrix because
It's coming. It's been foretold.
yeah, Keanu Reeves be Jesus.
Yeah.
I always wondered about in the Matrix series. They don't ever show because we're always inside the Earth, right? In the series.
Yes.
So what's the outside? I mean, obviously they said like it's all fucked, but like,
Well, it's battery towers. That's when
Oh,
they
is that what
actually
it- when it's-
they actually
Ah,
go
is
get
that
him. It was like the tower, the little pod.
I thought that was
where-
inside the core. I thought that's what it was.
No,
All right,
no,
cool.
no.
I didn't know.
Zion was inside the
Okay,
tour.
I didn't know that.
it's-
Mole people. Do
Yeah,
you guys
good.
believe in mole people?
There's something down there.
Yeah.
Agartha. There's, I mean,
lizard
Hollow
people.
Earth, dude. Agartha
Yeah.
is in there. Yeah.
yeah.
the
There,
city.
there are too many. It's funny because,
Antarctica,
know.
man.
everybody's saying
Right with the
somebody
UFOs,
was telling me
UFOs.
there's something there. There's pyramids. There's
The UAPs now.
Thank you. I couldn't remember
Here-
what it was. Yeah.
I'm getting a little Ruby Ridge in my older age.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're getting
But-
old now.
But it's like you look at.
They shot my cat that I fucking hate.
He's not that far ahead of me.
I know.
You're like what, 44?
But you look at the Mayans,
Yeah.
the Incans, Africa, all China, all these
I
continents.
love how you knew all the other ones, and then you're just like Africa,
Yeah, Africa, man.
not
What's
like the
wrong- what's wrong with it?
Congolese.
Well,
or,
it's Egyptian. It's but you have all.
And who's from Africa? South Africa?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's all coming together now, ain't it?
Our unofficial president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Dude, that,
Anyway, they all have. You look at their carvings, like
Yeah.
the hieroglyphs. They all have space people. They all have pyramids. They all have these different gods that came
Yeah.
down from space. So, and we're like, aliens aren't real.
No, they
Bull
are.
Oh, no.
And now
fucking
they
shit.
say they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so
Yeah.
here's okay. 2 points to this is aliens. Oh, I don't know about the alien part of it. Like if they're reconnaissance ships or whatnot. I've seen UFOs.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Well,
like,
there's the guy that's talking about how we actually got seated. I went down a whole rabbit hole one time, and he would make
one time,
so,
motherfucker. We've been in the
so-
truck together a long time.
So much sense, but it was like the Palladian galaxy, and like there's this whole guy, and like we were seated
Bleep bloop.
to like by aliens because how we have no natural defenses. We don't
Yeah.
have claws. We don't have the only thing
I
we
mean,
have is
I've dated
opposable
some
thumbs.
women that had claws.
We have opposable thumbs, and we have
Yeah.
a big brain sometimes.
I have to.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a real thing.
it's a real
Yeah.
thing. So I when
And you, what are you talking? You dated your wife, and then
Yeah.
you got married.
yeah, well,
Don't even.
yeah, I wouldn't be together that long. So we went to Peru. Her and I did a couple years ago. Yeah, and so when we were talking about going,
He says this every episode.
I've
heard
never
it so
talked
many
about this
times.
particular. But
We camped at Peru.
well, I'm not talking about that part.
She'll never camp again.
Yeah.
I know you pissed in front of a camera in Europe or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about telling that. So, but when we went down, she was like, "What do you want to do?do?" And I was like,
They
"I
have
don't."
your dick data now.
They do. Dick detectives. And
Not a lot of data.
it's been cold since 1990. So when we were going down, she was like, "What do you want to go see?" And I was like, "I want to see the Nazca lines." And she's like, "What's the Nazca lines?" And I
Oh,
was
no
like-
shit.
She didn't. She had never heard about them, and I explained it. And she's like, "Fuck yeah, we're gonna go see them." So it is.
Except you can't see them from the ground. You got to kind of get
No,
in the air.
we took a flight and flew around and saw all of them, and there's way more of them than what you think.
Yeah.
Because for what I do for a living with planning things out on like civil engineering side of things, just the thought progression of making that happen, because they're not small. Like these things are like a half
they're
mile.
fucking huge, man.
Yeah, and
The
like,
hummingbird and the astronaut.
yeah, there's
There you
and
go.
like,
There's
yeah,
again the
yeah.
astronaut.
Astronaut.
So the thing about the astronaut is there's that one, and then there's another one that looks way more like an astronaut that's older. And I was like,
really?
Moon
what the
landing was
fuck?
fake.
Didn't they found like some more like
Yeah,
recently?
they
too?
find them
Yeah.
all the fucking time. Like because they like it's in one region, but so like we did the flight and like you're like, oh, it's like 20-30 minutes to go see it. They're like, now it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour flight. Like what? And they're like, well, there's these that everyone sees on the History Channel, and then there's these other oones over here, and then there's more down over here. And
I would love to see that shit,
dude. It was I have all the photos I'll send them to you because it's fucking
awesome.
wild to see it. And but they're huge. There's no way that you would like. There's no amount of beer between all three of us where I think we would get that level of intoxicated to be like, you know, it'd be really fucking cool.
Let's go carve some lines in the dirt.
Fucking lines to make fucking and they're really
Like
good.
no, I actually kind of disagree with you. Like we could get drunk enough and be like, let's carve.
Not rain there.
Not in that. It's a really arid desert part of it. The Peruvian part of like that is like a huge desert. It's bigger than what you think of for like the Sahara.
They don't.
And shit.
They don't want to wash away all the cocaine.
Ayahuasca.
That's
is
Yeah.
what. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There
No,
was coke
but you know,
involved in
we
these.
could get drunk
I'm gonna
and
go
draw
carve a monkey.
lines, but on that scale, no, wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and then just, you know, if you think about surveying and like how you would lay it out and all that stuff, like the primitive technology they would have been using. That's my thing. Is
Well,
when
it's like Machu Picchu. They can't replicate that.
oh yeah, I've seen the
today.
12-sided
the
stone.
stonework and shit.
Yeah,
and
the-
how everything is so
Yeah.
tight
Right.
It's
and precise. It's like
Yeah.
how the fuck.
Well,
they're
and that's like
this
some
was
of the,
built by ancient civilization that was dumb as shit. I'm like, no, they were not
No,
dumb as shit.
they were not dumb.
well,
as shit.
and here's the thing about because we went to Machu Picchu too.
and
It's
the water that still is working.
Yeah.
You know, the plumbing that's still working.
Yes.
It's like
and Machu
yeah,
Picchu
they were
doesn't-
dumb. They just had rocks and sticks.
So there's Machu Picchu and Awana Picchu. So Machu Picchu is at the top of a mountain. It is-
Awana Picchu.
Yeah.
Awana Picchu?
Awana
I
Picchu.
wanna Picchu.
I want to Picchu. And so Awana Picchu is a similar thing, but it's up another mountain that looks out like 400 foot over everything else. I was trying to get the thought out before I forgot it. No. I want to Picchu. Dylan's like, God damn. Before I forget.
Then he started naming all the Pokemons with the wrong names. Awana
Canceled.
Pichus.
Canceled.
Everybody knows that's Big Dick B.
Big dick.
Oh, that's onion turtle.
When I was a kid,
That's Pikachu. Everybody knows Pikachu.
when I was a kid, we were 4, and I really wanted Pokemon. We were at Big Lots, and they had the knockoff one. It was like weird dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was bad. And like I had those. I don't know where
You're
they
like,
went.
you never got brand name stuff. You're like, we had to drink Shasta.
Oh, Shasta's good. as
Shasta's
shit.
I like
good as
Shasta,
shit.
dude.
I love Shasta.
We were
Wish it
just
was a
talking about.
Fago.
Have you ever had Fago?
I didn't. You know, I only
I
had
have had some
Fago
Fagos.
when I went through my
You
ICP
juggalo?
ICP phase.
You were a fucking juggalo.
I was not a juggalo, but I did go see.
I never did the
No.
face paint, but I've been to 2 concerts.
Yeah.
No,
Did you ever
they're,
do the face paint?
No.
Okay.
No.
The cream soda's good. The Coke sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or cola.
Cola. I want a 30,
I did.
30
I did kind of. I was with this girl one time and like lifting up the dress and there's a tramp stamp Hatchet Man tattoo and I was like,
This is also why I was into ICP too. Was for a girl.
what's going on here?
There's a liquor store out. Sometimes I pass on my way home in Bethel Acres. And it's called.
Oh, yes.
It's called the Tipsy Kitty.
Uh-huh.
And the logo looks like a cat. It's like a Hatchet Man, but it's got like a cat head.
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
Yeah, so my father-in-law lives out that way, and we were on a back road, and he's like, "Have you ever seen this liquor store?" Because he knows I
Yeah, corner 102 and Hardesty Road, man. The Tipsy Kitty.
Yeah, so he's like, "Have you ever seen it?" And I was
Sometimes there's a teal buddy scooter there.
yeah, I've never stopped in. They apparently are very nice. He's just like they're very uniquely eccentric people, and I was like, all right. Yeah, it's a good time over that though. I love those
Hit
little
them with a whoop whoop. And,
whoop
you know,
whoop. Dude,
For all the juggalos and chocolates.
I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm older and while I love a lot of music, I would not listen intentionally to ICP.
not on purpose.
Not on purpose, but having been to the concert.
I went to a show at the Diamond.
Yes.
And that was
You probably were at the same one I
that
was
was
at.
an experience.
It was a fucking blast.
Yeah, it
if
really
you
was.
remove the
They had the
smell,
horse troughs
Yeah.
just like full of the Fago. And people were just like, wham, slamming them down.
Yeah, dude,
And busting them. And yeah.
I saw one. A guy takes fucking a 2-liter, shakes it up, and hits it on the wood floor of the Diamond, and it breaks the cap off, and it just fucking.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so. I'm not gonna lie.
Now, I
It's a
will
good
say,
time.
I have not been, and I want to go to a Guar show.
Oh, Guar's coming.
Yeah, we should go.
But maybe not with cum. There's the trade war. There's an embargo on the fake cum.
Is it coming from Canada?
No, I think it comes from China.
I think it comes from China.
Chinese cum?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Chinese cum. You know, it's real thin.
What
So
about
it's
the blood, though?
It's
Do
probably
they
like
still have the
COVID
blood?
cum.
When I went the last
you
one, they
know-
didn't do the blood. They just did semen. That was because, like, I remember the crowd.
Whose head are they cutting off now? Is it going to be Elon?
No, well, I don't know. It might be. I'm trying to remember.
or the Cheeto.
Maybe.
yeah,
I mean,
because
It's usually the president, but like that's what I'm saying. Elon?
Yeah, I know.
yeah, because when I went to go see him, it was oh, you know what? It was Cheeto.
Was it?
Yeah, but it was weird. They were doing it. They had the powdered wig over him, and that was what they were doing to kind of overtly overstep the fact they were doing that in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Because know your audience.
Yeah.
But Gore, like, dude, Gore was $8 to go see, and that's where I met the
Yeah.
fucking blind masseuse guy. Where I bet
Dale.
Yeah, when I bet someone $20, I could not fathom a guy was blind. And
Blind
That
masseuse.
that someone was me, and you still haven't paid me.
Oh no, that was Cannibal Corpse.
That was Cannibal Corpse.
Oh, who did I meet at fucking?
Because I was like, that dude's a masseuse, and he's blind. You're like, no,
my wallet's in the other room.
No, he's not. And I was like, I will bet you $20.
So he never knows what he's getting into.
He never knows what he's getting into. And then he goes over and he's like,
He's
Are
like,
you
know
a
what?
mas-
It's
are
like,
you a
this is okay.
masseuse? Are you blind? And he's like, yep, yep.
Yeah, and then you know what?
And then he's like helping him to the bathroom, and I was like, this just got weird.
You know what's even more
Like,
fucked up?
I've had a massage by him. So.
No.
Oh.
So I'm talking to a lady that my sister knew, and I hadn't seen her in probably 20 years, and we're catching up and the parking.
Isn't that his girlfriend?
That was his ex-wife, and so she starts talking about her ex-husband, saying all this stuff, and we're talking, and I was like, and she's like, yeah, he's blind. And I was like, okay, and then she kind of like got some key indicators, like, is his name Dale? And she goes, how do you know? I was like, well, I actually helped him to the bathroom.
Helped him this one time.
Yeah.
Held it for him. I mean, it was,
Yeah, and she was like, oh, and I'm
Do
like,
you need me to undo your zipper?
no, I didn't ask that. He was like,
if you shake it more than 3 times, I'll give you $20.
he was poking around with his cane in the middle of the floor, the dance floor at Diamond Bar. And he
at
goes,
ICP.
no, this is at Cannibal Corpse.
It's a blind joke. Oh, God. He's a cannibal corpse.
Yeah, dude. And I felt so bad. I was like, I'm going to ask him, what do you like? Because he was like, I need the bathroom. And like, I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. You want me to help? And he was like, yeah, please.
Dude.
And he would just take his cane and hit the back of my shoes. And that was it. Like,
I would have loved that show.
Yeah.
oh, dude, we'll go.
It was
Hold
good.
on. I'm going to grab another beer. You guys keep talking, but do you want
I
another
will
one?
take one.
Yeah.
Okay, you want
Yeah.
one? Okay, everybody's. So today's Monday, right?
Fuck,
St.
I don't
Patrick's
know.
Day, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
you're not
Monday.
wearing green.
He's
not-
a ginger.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
I'm wearing green. It's on my hat.
Oh,
I
fuck.
got green skin, dude.
I'm wearing green. I have green all over my skin.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, do I have?
Yeah.
Somebody
Like,
doesn't have any
you're-
tattoos, though. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know.
And
Okay.
you're like the
Nerd.
opposite of green. You're red.
He's
Yeah.
a leprechaun, though.
I am a leprechaun.
He gets a pass.
I get a pass.
I don't know if we kill him, we get his.
Oh, we
That's
get
not
his
how that
gold.
works. That's not how that works at all.
That is how it works.
Oh, what the hell?
That. Oh.
Don't kill it, Mike.
I was like, oh, we are doing a casting couch session.
It's like, would you be comfortable with this?
You're not.
I was watching the thing the other day about how.
I am in that chair, ain't I? Dude,
I'm gonna shove this.
it's a fake leather.
I'm gonna shove this can of Busch Light up your ass.
Thank you for
was
telling me
Watching-
first.
Directors want to see that you're good at taking instructions.
I was watching a guy that was talking about how he shot porn in New York City for a long time, and
hey, were
That's
you
going
born
to
in
drive me
Auburn?
crazy. Open drawers and open cabinets, dude. Fuck.
yeah,
I Eat my brain up.
So this guy was like, yeah, I shot porn in New York City forever, and he was like, when I first started out, it was the same time Cash Cab was going on. And they had an oddly similar format of how they shot the pornography because it wasn't quite Bang Bus, but it wasn't quite Cash Cab, I guess. And he's like, we confused a lot of people.
So they get in there and hit the button. He's like, bing.
Yeah.
Fucking ceiling starts lighting up.
Benjamin Bailey's over there
He's like, oh yeah, hit the jackpot.
That's what's happening.
Wrong show.
Fucking doors lock.
dude, I always wanted to go on Cash Cab real bad. I thought that would be the
I always wanted to get in the fake taxi.
I've seen one in person before. It's fucking gnarly looking.
I can imagine
Yeah, dude, it's
with what happens in those.
yeah. Oh fucking what's up, Gina Michaels? Anyway. Yeah, so the aliens and Elon Musk, I think that's a realistic possibility. But
I'm pretty sure he's an alien.
Totally fucking real. Have you seen him?
oh, dude, he's
See those pictures of him on the beach with no shirt?
dude. I thought I looked
okay,
bad.
no,
He looks
have
like
you-
Roger from American
Have
Dad.
you looked? Have you looked at him? The early pictures of him when he was like full balding, had like
Oh,
the
yeah.
half-eaten donut ring, and like is all like kind of like he's got an extra chromosome. I mean,
He's got a weird shaped head.
and
dude.
then now he's like
And he
full head of hair,
stutters constantly.
and
I can't
his
stand
eyes
to
are
hear
a
him
little
talk.
He's on ketamine,
lizardy.
dog.
Yeah, and he's carrying that little kid around. I'm like, is that an actor?
The kid's name is like his kid's name is like X.
Yeah,
It's like my kid's
Yeah.
name is a letter.
yeah. Well, it was,
And
it
then
was
one is
weird.
like binary.
Well, he's got
it's
like
like
15 fucking
001
kids or something.
Yeah, yeah. And the one trans kid that hates him.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, the wife was telling me about that last night. I was like,
But yeah,
family dynamics never change.
He can't back out of a driveway. I did like the interview.
He can't pull out of a
I
driveway.
did like the interview where they're like, "Ooh, so your businesses are just crumbling," and he's like,
No shit.
"Yeah,
I was at the Casey's getting gas yesterday on Air Depot by I-40, and there was a fucking Cybertruck there with lumber sticking out of the
I've been
back
flipping
of it.
off everyone I see."
I took a picture. I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Yeah.
yeah, like
Somebody's actually using it as a truck. It had like 6
Side
boards in
note:
it.
yeah,
I love Trump. I love Elon.
I don't.
Don't fire.
I am not
don't-
suicidal.
Don't fire me.
If anything happens to me,
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
Tesla.
Tesla.
all hail our robot overlords.
Come down
That's
to the
why I
White
love the
House auto lot.
That's why I love the robot voice so much.
Yes.
Dude, you know the best part is how much you love it and how much he hates it and how much I can't use it.
Dude, I wanted to do the whole podcast in the fucking
Oh,
voice.
yeah,
I was like,
'cause I
that's
was-
the only way I'm going to come on.
He told me originally the
Yeah.
only way that he would do it was like
Nobody
this.
can understand what you're saying. It just wah 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 wah.
I wanted the witness protection.
Yes. Why is it stuck? Stop.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I need the witness protection.
I've
seen things and people saw me see things, so
I've been IMing my boss.
I need to be pixelated like Japanese porn.
yeah,
Just
know.
the pubic hair though.
Yeah, just that.
just this pubic hair.
That's my favorite.
No, I've been IMing my boss. I'm like, I love Trump. Doge is the best ever.
I've been thinking about putting random shit in there.
I've been like, I support everything Trump does.
I've been thinking about putting like what I eat for lunch and shit on that 5 things.
Yeah.
What did you do last week? Name 5 things. I'm like, fuck you.
I really thought
5
about
things.
emailing from like one of my personal emails, some like the weird random shit. But then I was like, this motherfucker,
He'll
like,
track you.
He'll
They
track
can
you
find
down.
you.
down.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
There's enough people out there that
Yeah.
are doing that.
There's a lot of them that'll roll over on you too, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he's one like a live laugh toaster bath. Yeah, like
with laugh toaster.
yeah.
that the 5 thing. Like I've had it a couple times at different places I've worked at. We're like, well, can you provide us with 5 things you've done? I'm like, my fucking job. Do I
Yeah.
need to do
The
2?
thing that pisses me off is the little tagline he puts at the end of them. He's like, part 2. And then
Yeah.
this last one said suspense.
What?
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. What?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna get mad. Me and Moppin work for the government, and we love the
Yeah,
government.
we love
and
the
we
government.
Fully trust them.
Fully trust them.
So
I let them do anything to me. I mean, I kind of did.
You did.
They injected me with everything, looked at my butthole, and made me walk like a duck.
They own me.
yeah.
Yeah.
You never served. You've always been civilian side.
Civilian side.
Yeah. So now that we've talked about aliens and other weird shit, you live in a very old house.
Very
Ooh,
old.
a
yes.
haunted house.
In a very
That's-
haunted house.
it's
We need to come down to your house. I want to spend the night.
Do you like basset hounds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I fucking love dogs, dude.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a basset?
Yeah.
1 or 2?
1.
I was gonna say, do you
My
get 2?
favorite basset hound ever, Fred. Smoking the Bandit.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That was a
favorite,
chill ass-
favorite orangutan, Clyde.
Clyde. Yeah.
Yeah,
right
You'd
turn,
probably
Clyde.
never guess my basset hound's name.
Can we take a guess?
You can. You can try.
Cinderella.
If he's right, don't.
You're not far off.
I was going to go with Willy Wonka. What the fuck? What?
Prince.
Oh.
Ah.
All right. How old's your basset?
He's 6. I have 2 daughters who also named the dog Prince.
Yeah.
So How tall is he? 12 inches? 10 inches?
He's got stubby ass little front legs.
Well,
about
yeah,
4
yeah,
inches long,
yeah, yeah.
And his foot's about 4 inches around.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What is surprising and people don't realize is how fucking strong they are. So my neighbors had
Oh,
basset hounds.
yeah, dude,
And
he'll
I
headbutt
when
you.
I was young, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you $1, take it for a walk." And I'm like,
Okay.
$1. And yeah, and those fucking things, I'm like, "We're going this way." And they're like, "No, we're
we're
not.
not. Yeah.
We're going that way."
I don't let my youngest daughter walk him.
Yeah.
She's 14.
They will
and
drag
she's
your
little
ass.
bitty.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter, she's 16. She can handle him.
Yeah. But they would sit out there and just
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He loses his fucking mind
Yeah.
as soon as he hears me pull up and just starts losing it, dude.
Adorable though. I mean, the first
Yeah.
couple times. After a little bit, you get used to it, but
I have
It's
a
a love-hate thing with me and that dog,
Yeah.
dude.
I have a crackhead pit mix. That,
Yeah.
Like literally she's acting like she snorted a couple lines of meth and just like
she came from the barrio down in fucking Wichita
she did come from the
Falls.
barrio.
Yeah,
she found me.
Yeah, that's like Rex. Like Rex is when he's not injured, usually on crack. He's either all full tilt or
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it sounds like when I get home.
yeah. Your neighbors are like,
That
"Oh,
sounds
fuck,
like me
he's home."
Friday night.
Yeah. fucking-
Sounds like your boyfriend.
yeah, but anyway, it's an old ass house.
Yeah, so
It's fucking old, man. I'm not
Yeah.
even really sure. It's over 100 years old. I know that. I know it was a nursing home back in the 1920s.
So
okay, so
haunted.
you said it was how big is your house?
And it's pretty large. It's 4-bedroom right now, but there's more that used to be on it that they had taken off.
Okay. You good?
So it's
Just readjusting.
Okay.
he's like, I gotta get in. I gotta get comfortable. for
Sinking
this
down
shit.
in this casting couch.
Yeah, I thought you were. I was like, you gotta go pee. I'll hit
Yeah.
pause.
No.
So because you said it was a nursing home, so it was 4-bedroom, but it used to be larger.
Yeah, it used to be probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 bedroom, but
Yeah.
part of it's
But they
gone.
knocked that down
So
and then
it's
they
gone, and-
they built the house part over the mass graveyard.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
Well,
like.
it's weird because it's built into the side of a hill.
Really?
So it looks like it's maybe 2.5 story. I don't know. It's got
Right.
a basement underneath it that you
Okay.
can walk into from the bottom.
Yeah.
Really?
And then like my daughter just told me the other day, the kids at school are like, yeah, they're afraid of our house. They say it's the old 2-story house with the windows up top. And I'm like, well, it's a fucking attic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why wouldn't I have a fucking window in the attic? You know?
Yeah, that's pretty common.
They're like, he's got a swing set, dude. And she's like, that's mine.
I love how they're painting you to her.
I'm the creepy guy, man.
Your daughter's like, that's my dad.
Yeah, she's like, that's my dad. That was my swing set when I was a kid. Like, I didn't live with him, so yeah. Because I'm divorced, right? So like, my daughter just moved back in with me like 2 years ago, but they used to live with their mom, and I'd have them every other weekend. So we had a fucking swing set and shit, you know.
yeah, kid shit.
But anybody else, you know, they just see just me there. And they're like,
Which hold on, just you.
kid, you want to come on play on my swing set? I got puppies and candy over here in this van.
I got a basset hound. Yeah, and you do have a van.
do have a fuck van.
2 vans.
Oh, you had two?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you had two. I thought you
Oh
just
yeah,
had
that
the
one's
one.
got green
Yeah,
wall to wall.
Have you not seen the
shag
Reaper
carpeting.
van?
I thought. Okay, hold on.
I own the Covan the Destroyer.
Okay.
The one that Billy won in the raffle.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I have that.
Okay. Billy has a GIF. I can't wait to get him on to talk
That
about all the shit.
motherfucker. He's
If
the
you
luckiest
wanna-
man alive.
If you
dude.
want to win anything, Nate told me this a while back. Fuck you, Nate. He said if you want to win anything via raffle, just send the money to Billy and tell him what raffle to enter, and then just wait for it to show up
Exactly.
because that's what happens.
Have
you not heard this before?
That thing?
No.
Oh shit! I thought you knew about that.
No.
Like because
Way to keep me up.
You don't know about Billy's fucking winning streak?
Well, yeah, I know he's won a chopper. He won
the van.
That
apparently.
chopper was
what?
in that van.
Oh really?
Yeah, he won that Softail chopper he has.
Yeah.
Was inside of that van. He won that. That was one raffle.
Jesus Christ.
And they delivered it from Florida.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then
Man, somebody was talking about making
that
content.
man needs to
I
go
had
to the
a-
fucking casino.
I'd given Tyler had built a Sportster chopper, and I bought it from him. He decided he was going
Right.
to sell it, and I bought it from him.
Yeah.
And then when he got married, I gave it back to him. You know, as a gift. That fucker goes and trades it to Billy for that van, and then gives me the van. I was like, well, fuck, that defeated the purpose of me giving you a gift, but
Right. You're
I
like,
appreciate you, buddy.
You're like, thanks.
You know, love you,
At least
but
I got something out of it.
so I had like another Ironhead project. I had a Paco frame and all this shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, all right, well, you're taking all this shit home with you because I'm never going to finish this.
Yeah. You go do this.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't. He sold it. But
Yeah. Tyler.
Ironheads are the spawn of the devil.
Oh, I have so many of them.
Why? Okay, so
They're just no.
I have ironheads haunting my house. There's like 3 of them in the house.
yeah,
Wow.
I can't wait to come down and party at the house because everyone's like, oh, you have a motorcycle in the house? I'm like, yeah, it's in the studio, but like,
Yeah.
it was gonna be on the other side of that wall originally, but I lost that battle, but I got it in the house, so I won the war. But yeah.
I'm a single guy, dude. I've got them all
Yeah.
throughout the house.
So is your house when you say it's haunted? It is not only haunted by ironheads, but it is actually haunted.
There's some weird shit happens. I used to be terrified of the place when I was a kid. It was my grandparents' house. I'm third generation to live there.
People.
Did you? Why were you terrified about it when it?
Because
was
he
a
saw dead people.
Because it looked like a fucking insane asylum then.
Yeah.
It was before it was remodeled. It had like 12-foot ceilings and
Jesus.
it was
Yeah.
fucking crazy looking in. The sheetrock busted in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
My
was
grandparents
scared
chain
by
smoked in there, so everything was sticky with nicotine.
He'd wake up at night with the nurse with the noose around her neck, stand at the foot of his bed, trying
She's
to
like,
get-
do you want me to tickle your toes?
It's like you can picture things in your mind of what might be there, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, the Shadow Man doesn't respect.
we
Fucking,
need to get a Ouija board.
No.
Actually,
No.
Nope. Won't allow it. Won't allow it, dude.
I at one point had
just fucking with you. I don't.
That's the
I
fucking
used-
line right there.
I
dude.
used one time and never again.
No.
so me and my wife, we have been watching Ghost Adventures, the one that's Zach Baggins, not Zach.
That's fake as shit.
But we watched.
You know, yes,
yes.
but
What cracks me up is the Sasquatch guys.
the
Oh my
Sasquatch
God.
guys are
Did you hear
retarded.
that? Did you hear that?
Yeah,
They were out there fucking.
yeah. You gotta.
Yeah, fucking over here. Come here, buddy.
You got like.
I thought I heard a knock. Like somebody's fucking throwing a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
You got a possum fucking a raccoon, and it's like
Bigfoot is real though.
that's a mating call.
Yeah, when
Bigfoot
every
is
time
real.
we're at K River, I'm always like, I'm gonna see Bigfoot this weekend.
It's
No.
squatchy down there, man.
Yeah, it
So
is.
It's an area.
we went to his museum, Zach Baggins Museum in Las
that?
Vegas,
So Zach Baggins, big
and he does have a lot of cool shit. And like, what was his name? Who was the guy that Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like made leather out of people?
Ed Gein.
Leatherface.
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein.
So they actually had
Dead skin mask Slayer,
They
dude.
had
Yeah, the dude from Alaska. Sorry.
He's not from
No, he's from
Alaska.
Texas.
He's from Texas.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, get your
Serial killers, right? Yeah.
So they had the big like cauldron that he had out in his front yard that he would actually like. He had it in his barn, would slice their throats and bleed them out in it. And so when the people bought the property, where after all that happened, it was on there, and the lady had it. in
She's
her
like
front-
cast iron skillets. I love
Well,
them.
no, she had it in her front. She had it in her front yard, and it was like had flowers in it. And when she died, the kids were like,
Get fucking
fucking rid of it.
They're like, I know what that is.
And so he had it, but they had like a piece of like where they had leathered somebody's is part of their chest. It's like a nipple, and dude, it was like, yeah, like there was some gnarly shit in that museum freak show thing, and that was worth the money.
There was a guy on Instagram
David
a few years
Koresh
ago.
had a fucking
Sweet ass 67 Camaro.
67 Camaro.
That car sold in Oklahoma City when I was a kid, and I was going through the cruise auction list, and I was like, "Who's David Koresh?" And my dad goes, "What the fuck?"
yeah, we were walking up,
Waco,
and it
buddy.
was,
You know,
we were
we ain't
Branch
coming out.
Davidians.
we were walking up, and it was like parked there, and then you see the sign. It's like David Koresh, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so he had a
And it
real-
was nice, huh?
Yeah, it
Oh
was
yeah, it was beautiful.
so he had a 67 Camaro. It was I think it was either an RS or an SS.
No, it's an SS.
An SS. Okay, so he had that. Then he had a 72 SS 396 El Camino.
Oh,
Dude, yeah,
Well, because he was a cult leader, so like
Yeah.
it
the local
pays to be a cult leader.
and I
dude,
want
I'd
to.
totally start a cult.
Oh,
I mean, we
If I
need
get
to.
that cool shit,
yeah.
We
the
need to
67
start-
Camaro I had was shit. It
Church
was
of the Chubby
rusty.
Boys?
Yeah. Churches
write everything off.
Yeah.
like not pay taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of our wives are like, "Oh no, they're happy and healthy."
Exactly.
And no one
all
knows where they're.
of our wives. Because as a church,
Maybe I can get one then, huh?
as a
Yeah,
church,
that's how you finally
as a
get married
church,
again.
where it could be religious, we can have 2 or 3 or 4.
No, I think with the LDS or whatever, they're still not letting them do that. So
Why are you crushing my dreams?
I'm not, dude. Just figure it out.
We can get all the goth Latinas, the
Oh,
big booty
dude.
Latinas.
Oh my god, God, yeah,
Yeah.
chicks. So Yeah, when you were talking about your house being haunted as shit, I was like, dude, and you just kept kind of alluding to it.
It doesn't bother me so much anymore. It's just people that come over. They're like, dude, what the fuck is going on here?
Does it just have like a vibe?
Yeah.
The vibe check doesn't pass necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been girls come and stay a couple nights.
I used to have people like that would come to my house and be like, "Who's
hang out?"
here?
They're like, "Dude, your house is haunted as shit." One girl went and took a piss, and she's like, "Your bathroom's creeping me the fuck out." I'm like, "Why?"
That weird dead guy in the corner beating off.
She was like, "I was taking a piss, and I felt every emotion I've ever felt in my life." And I'm like,
God.
You're like,
"Damn,
that's
that was
just
a good
Nate.
piss, dude."
That was a good piss.
Sounds like a killer piss, dude. I feel that every time I go in there.
Man, I just always feel
It makes me feel alive.
Oh man,
I don't have to touch death anymore. It's just here. Have you ever seen anything like creepy going on, or like
I've seen shit move and shit when I was younger.
Yeah.
Mostly when I was younger.
Yeah.
Now it's fucking.
you're just like, George, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. God damn it.
I've got a couple. I talk to them.
Yeah.
Like they're people. You're just like, hey, what's up?
I've just yelled, "Leave me the fuck alone!" Fuck.
Yeah.
I worked in an
It's
office.
mostly when I'm drunk. Honestly.
Your neighbors think you're just
Honestly.
belligerently drunk. You're like, nah, I'm just talking to the ghost.
No, the best thing is because like I'm the only house on the block. And,
Okay.
The rest of the block, besides my yard,
Everybody
belongs to
moved
the
out
church.
because they're like, it's too creepy.
There's a church on the same block as me. Other than me,
An
the only
active
thing,
church?
yeah.
Okay.
So like people come knock on the door and shit, and they'll think the preacher lives there, right? And then I answer the door like holding a beer, and I'm like, "What do you want, man?" Like,
What you want?
hey man,
Porn
can I
on
talk?
in the back room.
Can I talk to the pastor? I'm like, "Nah, you don't live here, dude."
He lives about 4 blocks over that way.
There was a guy back in December. I was sitting in my kitchen, and it's by the door, and I could see sitting there drinking a beer, and I see this guy pull up, and I thought he was just looking at my van because he pulled up, he backed out, he went around the block, he pulled up again, and I'm like, fuck. And then he gets out and he could see me, so he just kind of starts waving at me. I'm like, shit. So I go out there and he goes, "I met a woman over at the mission in Seminole that said you would give me a Christmas tree." And I said, "Dude, I don't even have a fucking Christmas tree." He was like, "Yeah, she said you live behind the church." I'm like, "Dude, there's a lot of fucking places behind the church. See how many churches are in this town?" He's like, "She told me you'd give me a Christmas tree." I'm like,
Look for the guy with all the vans and motorcycles, and he'll give
dude,
you a
like my
Christmas-
one van has like his chick on the back with big old titties.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I look like a religious dude? There's like skulls and shit hanging out of trees in my yard, chains and shit. And like,
You know how you can solve this problem real quick? Every time you go outside,
naked.
you hold a puppy, you're in some tidy whities, and you start rubbing your nipple. And,
Would you fuck me?
yeah, I got a puppy.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
Fuck me. I'd fuck me.
I don't know if y'all knew this about me, but I was the undefeated small nipple champion at OFR for 4 years in a row.
Wow.
I don't think they ran that one last year.
Let's see this.
I
see.
have
I'm curious-
award-winning
Okay.
small
I'm curious.
nipples.
I'm curious now. Let's see this.
There was bolt-ons, and then there was this
I
category.
mean, bolt-ons won an award for a
will
reason.
you grab that real
Oh,
fast?
those were nice too, though. I'm not gonna say nothing about her.
Yeah, she's such
I've been
nice.
I've been
She's
wearing
a-
it
a
undershirts
lovely
lately,
lady.
so
Let's see.
oh, where's that? There it is. Maybe
Oh, that's
that's not that bad.
nothing.
that's nothing. Oh, what do you got? Fuck no.
I'm about to put about my ear.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
blind us.
You boys got quarters.
How did they
Yeah.
figure
I'm
out?
packing dimes, dude.
Did
Yeah.
they take a set of like calipers
He's
out and
got the
measure it?
He's
no,
got the
I
pinkest
just pulled. I went
nipples
up there.
ever.
You know, it was for a women. Probably it was Clint. Actually, I think that announced it. It's like, oh, I don't know, fucking smallest nipples. You know, to do in
Yeah.
the games.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah.
It was either Clint or Tyler Moore. I can't remember. But so I go up there. You know, they're just looking for women. Right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Kind of like when I went up to the fat ass contest and Lofton beat me.
Yeah.
The one dude that honestly, it was Adrian, the guy who got pissed off about old boy getting in the beer.
I keep running into him at concerts.
He also says tiny nipples, right? And he's
Right.
Mexican, so they're darker. So like he gets up there and he's showing his shit, and they're like, "Holy shit!" And I go over and pull my shirt off, and they're like, "Holy fuck!" Undefeated, dude.
Undefeated. Well, you know what? I'm glad you won.
Yeah, I'm a champion. It's all I'm good at.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
winning.
That's all I'm good at. No,
Winning
just
at
having
life.
small nipples.
Yeah, just
That's it, dude.
trying to throw you a bone. I'm like, I'm good at winning. No,
I put that on my resume.
Not really.
yeah. He's like, did you not hear the divorce thing
This
earlier?
is gonna be the worst podcast, dude.
Nah,
Like 3 people. Nate's gonna be like, "God damn, Dillon, man,
Fuck that guy.
fuck Nate.
fuck that guy in the white pants."
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a pair of those too.
Yeah.
I,
we all do.
Fucking Nate, what did you do to us?
When we got back, and I stripped down because we rode through the rain on the way back home, and so get back home and throw everything in
My
front of
pants sat in the garage for like a month.
Yeah. So finally,
I was like, ooh.
Did y'all wash yours?
my wife. I told
My
her,
wife.
my wife, I told her explicitly, do not wash these. And she was like, okay, whatever.
She's like, you can't keep those in the house.
She was like, you can't keep them. And then, and then I'm going through all my shit in the dresser one day. And I'm like, oh, my white pants are in here. Oh, she washed them.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, that was not the point. And she's
She
like,
washed the memories away.
Yeah.
I was like,
I did not wash mine. They stayed.
Mine are gross.
Mine are
dude.
gross. They
Yeah.
stayed out in the garage for like a month, and then I was like, oh, hung them over the fence for a few days, and they're less gross.
That soft tail I have has that big ass wide fucking belt drive primary on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that fucking my left leg is just black on the inside there.
My
Yeah.
pocket on the right side, where you like put your hand in the pocket, it's kind of split right there. So I'm gonna have to
fix it.
sew that back up.
I'm surprised your parents even talked to you after we stopped at the lake house on the way back.
Well, they weren't there.
I'm gonna have to drop some weight though before I can fit back in mine again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even my doctor's like, you've gotten fat. I'm like, shit. I'm not kidding. I've gotten.
I can't
He's
turn
like, your BMI is 837.
You've gained 25 pounds in the last 6 months. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, like, man, we just went through the holidays, man. Like,
Whoops.
It's winter. I was hibernating.
That's what's going on.
yeah, like I thought it was just my pants got smaller. I thought some were
I
broken.
thought these shirts were fitting funky.
I have a couple band like concert T-shirts where I'm like, this is the measure I use. Where I'm like, I gotta start losing weight again because I really like that shirt and I really can't fit in it right now. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. My Macedon shirt I got doesn't fit me even
nice.
close. We had the exact same.
Did you
shirt.
see them at the Diamond?
No, we saw him at the zoo.
Yeah, the zoo. Did you see that Brett just left?
Yeah.
Man, I was
Yeah.
like, man, I can't believe that.
25 years with them.
That same lineup for 25 years,
Yep.
and he leaves, and I was like, damn. But he's been doing a bunch of other shit too. So
Yeah, he's a killer.
we're gonna get Brant on the podcast.
Yeah, Brent Hines. Yeah,
yeah. I think I might be able to get that figured out.
Maybe, probably not.
I do know a guy that knows a guy, so
You always say that.
What?
You never come
Yeah.
through.
he's still just so upset because one of my buddies out in LA. I
Yeah,
was like,
fuck that guy.
yeah, he was so excited.
We're not talking about him.
You're talking about friends of friends.
Yeah,
Of friends.
yeah.
No, that
I
guy's-
know friends of friends too.
Yeah.
So you know.
I was like, that guy's just my friend. He's just not your.
Well, and
friend.
then
he did hook you up though.
Paul Bear is coming through in like
Yeah, they're coming.
today, 17th, so 11 days.
Oh fuck, I can't remember when it was. Have you ever seen Paul Bear before? Nope. At a Little Rock, Arkansas, fucking killer band.
I wish
You know what's weird,
Paul
though?
Bearer was still alive though.
Who
The Undertaker's manager.
Yeah,
is that?
Paul
What his
Bear.
name was?
My Undertaker. You know that guy, Paul Bearer.
I did not grow up watching wrestling.
Oh my god, dude.
He was retarded. He did not.
He was awesome.
He was.
Who was the announcer that was from Oklahoma?
Joe
Good
Bob
old JR,
or
man.
JR. Yeah.
Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think he died here, didn't he?
He's still alive, dude.
I thought he died.
Nah, man. Still kicking.
Yeah.
He's just not announcing for WWE or F or whatever they're calling it.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't watch any
I
of
don't
this
think so.
stuff now.
I think he had like a stroke.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
had
what
a-
it was?
He had something.
I thought he died.
He
so.
had the Bell's palsy.
Yeah. But yeah, he was good.
You guys are like, fuck, man. Now we're talking about goddamn wrestling.
Nah,
I
dude.
loved wrestling. Mid-South, and then you had like over on 10th or 23rd and Douglas was the Golden Goose.
That sounds hot.
When they it was like a wannabe Old Paris, but it was like 2 levels below that, and they
How
had like a
fucking
ring,
bad was that
They had a
spot?
ring in there, so they would do like I forget what it was called. It wasn't Mid-South Wrestling, but it was like,
Nice. My brother's really into watching the midget wrestling.
Yeah,
dude, the midgets are pretty cool
Man, I can't do it.
it's
because they used to do that at.
It's midsploitation, man. I can't see
Yeah,
the little guys.
Those people know what they're doing.
yeah.
Hey, have you seen the tiny dancers are coming?
What?
Yeah, the midget
Bridget-
strippers.
Bridget the midget.
There's one of them that's like not even 3 foot tall.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
But then they build one of them as a 4'12", and I'm like, that's fucking 5 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What is it? What's the legal cutoff? Is it anything under 5 feet?
I think it's
No, it's
4'10".
4'10" or 4'8".
Yeah,
So she's just a regular short person.
Yeah,
She's
it's
just
just short
short
little
as
bitch.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't know that she's a bitch. She could be a wonderful woman.
No,
Might be
she's
really nice,
short,
dude.
Yeah,
Short
she
bitch.
might be. Where are they going to?
I don't know. Let me look.
Yeah. Little Darlings?
My boss fucking
They
said,
usually-
the
they usually-
farmer's market. They're gonna
I
be at
was
the
gonna
farm.
say-
They're gonna be right there.
The wrestlers
They're gonna be right there by Nate
Yeah.
and Billy's spot.
So the wrestlers go to the farmers market. The
Yeah.
strippers go to Little Darlings.
Yeah. Well, the strippers are gonna be at the farmer's market this time.
Are
They're
they
gonna
really?
do burlesque stuff.
This is not a paid announcement either.
It's probably sponsored by
Because
midget strippers.
Bridget the midget, when she comes through town, goes through
Little Darlings.
Little Darlings. Because I want to get Burrito and go out there because he's scared of midgets.
They creep me, man. They're
And
just like
there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's
there's a
surprising the
few
amount
that
of
I'm
people
okay around. You know,
that are like scared of midgets. Because I'm like,
They're just
let's go
short
see the midget.
people.
Yeah,
That
Ain't
little
got-
hands,
little feet.
it's mostly the women though. The midget women that creep me out. The
I'm
dudes
like,
are,
do you not
bad, dude.
realize
Like,
that the women, like a midget woman's gonna make your junk look so fucking huge?
I
In her
feel like it's
tiny
still going to
little-
be a task.
in her tiny little weird hand, because they do have weird hands.
Just have. I'm so glad we're an hour into this, so we're not going to
He's
get
like,
canceled.
he's like, yeah.
are we an hour in? This is
I could see, you know, I
like
could
this was hitting
see.
the scrap pile as soon as he's gone.
There's only been one of those where I was like, I don't know that I think we should re-record that.
You know
one.
who I could see?
You guys are
fucking-
gonna listen to this and be like, we talked about nothing.
That-
I asked him
that-
about motorcycles. He started talking about like fucking wrestling.
You
and
know who
shit.
I could see fucking midgets? Nate.
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 Probably.
Nate.
He's
Yeah,
a
I
little
can see
boy.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Nate would fuck anything.
You
He's
gotta
a
get like a
degenerate.
pile though, like 3 or 4.
He would
of them.
he would have like 3 or 4, just stack them up on top of each other.
So I used to work at a prison, right? And
Where was
there was
this story at?
no, this is awesome. So I used to work at a prison,
Don't eat
and
the food.
there was a CO there that she's a hefty gal, right?
Right.
And me and one of the other fucking COs, we'd always make jokes about like seeing her wrestle like 20 midgets. Yeah, that would be a big draw. And like tonight, Patterson versus 20 midgets.
What was it? What did Devin say? After? Peefta?
Priya.
What?
Priya. Priya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Priya.
Priya.
Yeah. Because he was getting
He's
Yeah,
getting.
you gotta
getting
watch
his-
out for that shit.
he was getting
Yeah.
his butthole checked for something, and
He was like, Priya!
he was
Yeah, you'd be
doped
like,
up, and he was like, Priya.
you'd be patting them down and shit. They're like, oh, he credit card spot my ass cracked. I'm like, no, the fuck I did not.
as you're like,
Well, yeah,
Yeah, the candy cane animation.
no, I didn't.
you're my favorite flavor.
Where were you? Where were you CO at?
Holdenville.
Was that's a men?
That's
That's
the,
men's. It's a medium and max security.
What
do
was?
do not eat the food. That's
No,
all
I worked in the kitchen every now and
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you have to do in the kitchen?
Watch them cook and clean and shit. And
So how long?
weigh the sugar.
That
That was like one of the biggest fucking things I had to
because
do.
they make wine with it.
Weigh the fucking sugar. And make sure all the shit's checked back in.
Yeah.
And then before they leave, like watch them fucking pat them down and shit. There was one big fat motherfucker.
Priya.
He would have like sandwiches stuck under his belly and shit.
Fuck.
I'm like, God damn it. I had to take him down to the hill for fucking, trying to steal food and shit. And I'm escorting this big fat bastard down there. First, he claimed to be Barbara Walters' nephew or some shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm Barbara Walters.
That's all I thought.
He's a big native guy, and he was like, "I'm gonna shapeshift into a wolf." He's like, "I'm gonna get away." I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna be like a 300-pound fucking wolf, man. You ain't going nowhere."
Have you seen Twilight? That's how it works.
I used to work with a guy in the warehouse. He was native, and he was always like, "I kill people.
I'm a shapeshifter.
I'm a warrior. I'll kill people."
You're also
And
native.
then he's this dude was like, and he'd be like, "This is my girlfriend," and he'd like pull up a picture like some Victoria's Secret model, and it's like, she's like, that's a Victoria's Secret ad. She's my girlfriend. I'm talking to her online, and we're like,
Okay.
we're like, no,
There
no,
was
you're not.
one inmate that was trying to convince me. He was from California. He was trying to convince me that he was really tight with Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
And
a possibility.
well, he was always like, "Yeah, man, I fucking been writing him letters and shit." He sent me this picture of him and my mom, and he held up because it was down in the Max. I worked down there a lot, and he held up this picture and put it against the door window, and it was like his mom at like fucking Disneyland with like a Captain Jack Sparrow fucking guy. I was like, cool, man. Right on, dude.
Because that's all you can say.
I was like, motherfucker does not walk around like that, right?
I mean, he
Well,
does, but he
maybe,
doesn't
but-
like not probably at Disney World,
Yeah.
Disneyland.
I just looked at it, I was like, what the fuck?
So hold on. So you couldn't? He wasn't interacting with you face to face.
Through a door.
What did he do?
Probably murdered some people.
He claimed he was some kind of running drugs and shit. I never looked him up. There was a lot of them I quit looking up because I'd see what they did. I was like, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that would probably sully that
So,
relationship.
yeah.
You're like, I really liked him until I figured out. That
Well,
he fucking-
no, there's some of them I'd see that were like, when we're down there in the max, and there'd be guys that are like in there by themselves and be like really quiet and don't fuck with nobody and shit. And
Yeah.
This one dude sat there with a blanket over his head and was like reading books all the time. And I looked him up and I wish I didn't. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm
Okay.
like, that's why that guy's in there for
Yeah.
his own protection.
for Jesus.
Yeah.
That the looking up people on OSCN, like when I have to like do background checks for tenants and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, normally like nothing comes up. I've only because usually I run everything after I've talked to them quite extensively because I want to make sure before I spend the time on it.
You don't want some weird shit in there, you know?
But like, man, I've seen some people like so. A friend and I were at a court hearing not too long ago.
But I will say that it doesn't pick up a lot because if they haven't been caught,
Well, that's
there's
true.
some weird fuckers out there
They haven't been caught yet.
that are smart enough to not be
Yeah.
caught yet.
So,
Yet.
Yet.
so me and a buddy were at a court hearing not too long
So the
ago.
robot overlord.
Till the AI figures it out. So
Nothing is secret.
we go, and I went to high school with a guy that's in there that's going to his hearing, and I was like, oh fuck, I know that guy. And I was like, so he goes up, and we don't hear anything about it because it's all hushed and all that stuff. And I was like, man, I'm looking him up as soon as we get back home. And so I look him up, and this dude was with his girlfriend, who was not the baby's mama, but the girlfriend that was with the baby. This guy was there for that one was for getting caught with a stripper or with a prostitute. And that had happened to him I think 15, 20 times.
Damn.
Holy shit.
He's the same age as me. I'm 34, I think, 35, somewhere in there. And he'd had this happen from the day of his 18th birthday.
I feel like this is a trap.
I was like, dude, how many times are you gonna get caught before you don't figure it out?
I only ran in across one inmate that I knew, I went to high school with, and I went to a very small high school. It was a class of 28 people.
Where'd you go
Right.
to high school at?
Mod.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're from
I'm
Mod.
from Mod, Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's a little meth village out there. You know?
Yeah.
Methylham.
But I ran into him. I was like, what the fuck? What are you doing in here? He's like, I stabbed my brother-in-law. And when I get out, I'm going to do it again. I was like, cool, man.
It ain't over.
So I had to go tell my
You got
captain,
goals?
I'm like, hey, man, there's a guy in there that I know pretty well. So I shouldn't be working over here. And he's like, cool, all right. They moved his ass pretty quick.
I know him pretty well. Was he cool before all
No,
that?
he was a piece of shit. He always was.
And always is.
He was a little bitch too. He was like a dog, He'd bark and bark and bark until you stomp at him, and then he'd run away.
What was the craziest shit you ever experienced when you were a CO?
Rape.
Well,
How often?
some of that shit was consensual.
Yeah, I was gonna say gay for the stay.
Yeah.
That boy gay as hell.
Gay for the state. That's a real thing, man. Yeah, that happens. And unfortunately, people do
Why
get
does it smell like
people do
mayonnaise
get
and
checked out
ass
in there.
here?
Yeah. They do what?
They get checked out. They'll take some years off your sentence. They'll kill your ass. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I feel like that
There was one guy smothered his cellmate because he wouldn't take a shower, and he didn't tell nobody. And the guy checking, the CO checking, never noticed. He just thought he was sleeping all day. And the dude had been eating his trays and everything.
oh, so he
because we had to bring them their food.
yeah, he was not only tired of the smells, he
Why
was
does
hungry.
And
it
then
smell
finally-
like a dead body?
Finally, he
He's
was like,
like-
"Hey man, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh man, I killed that motherfucker yesterday."
Oh
Oh,
shit.
fuck. Yeah, and there was there's some bad shit goes on in there, man.
He's like, I was in for wire fraud and I'm now in for murder and wired fraud.
Yeah, there's some bad shit.
Yeah, I feel like
Right, not long before I started, one of the guys in the block that I worked in beat his cellie to death with a lunch tray.
Nice.
it,
I've heard.
are the
I've
lunch
heard-
trays
With
metal?
they're plastic.
That was what I was wondering about. That was
Thick plastic.
oh, so it okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was like, man, I had to really work on that shit.
I mean, he had to really work.
Yeah.
I mean,
He had to work him over, but
Yeah.
you know, it's
I feel like I'm just imagining him like beating him unconscious enough, and then putting the tray over his face and then stomping it.
But I've seen people beaten so bad I couldn't recognize them.
Oh, yeah.
and like till I saw their name afterwards, I'm like, oh fuck, that's who that was.
Yeah.
It is. It sucks, dude. You don't go to jail.
No, it's yeah.
Go to jail.
That's your lesson.
Yeah, don't go. Yeah.
No, go.
Oh, jail's
Go.
fine. Go,
No.
just don't
You'll
go
be
to prison.
fine. You'll be fine. Go to county. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, Oklahoma County is gonna be perfect. It's like a vacation almost, you know.
Sure. Sure.
I worked around the corner from
County is actually probably worse than prison.
I worked around the corner from county for 5-6 years, and when people get released, they would always be going the wrong way. So I was the west side of Oklahoma City downtown, and the bus station is on the east side. And they would come over thinking that was where the bus station was, and they'd be like, "Well, hey man, I'm trying to figure out where I don't fucking know, and I ain't fucking talking to you about it." And like all the fucking time, like, "Man, I just need $20." I'm like, "Yeah, I need $20, dude."
Yeah. I just need my dick sucked.
They always try to get you to bring in money and shit. And you're like, no, man. They try to get you to bring shit in. I'm like, dude, I walk through a metal detector.
And next thing you
Get
know,
patted down.
I'm
Yeah.
in here with you.
They're like, yeah. I was like, I want to work here. I don't want to live here. You know?
Yeah, man, I don't even work.
Why does this cell phone smell like ass?
All right, man. I'm not gonna piss in that can.
Do you need to pee?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
We're
did
gonna
you
pause
hear
it.
that, Nate?
Yeah,
Nate,
fuck
you
yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fucking-
All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna
fucking
pause.
nuisance.
Hold on, everybody, just wait.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, hold on. I think we're live again. All right,
There was not a weird pause there at all.
no, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, where's the? Hold on.
And we're back.
Burp.
God damn it.
There. No.
The censor button that doesn't work.
Yeah, figured that one out. Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The buttons stick on that one pad. I'm like, God damn it. Yeah, we figured out the censor button doesn't work the right way. There was quite a bit of editing.
Does it add obscenities or does it? It's like fuck,
It doesn't.
cocksucker. Oh, was it cunt? Was it cunt the word you can't say?
Yeah.
cunt was the word I was gonna go with.
Okay. Can we say it now?
Yeah, we were at an hour and
six.
16 in. We can definitely say it
Yeah,
now.
man.
Ginger. That was another one.
Ginger.
Say-
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
With
Not really.
that word with the letters rearranged?
only a ginger can call another ginger.
That was a bad.
Yeah,
one. I apologize.
We use the hard R. Tesla.
Dude, one of the episodes recently, there was several uses of the hard R, and I had to like it.
It wasn't me. So
No.
I haven't even gotten close.
We were making a joke about it, and so he was hitting the censor button, and so
So what it's supposed to
things
do?
were flying, thinking they were being censored, and
they
were
weren't.
And Lofton, his story he told about me on here. When he's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, he was talking about I'm his mandingo. I was like, no. I said, madams, have you met my champion?
Yeah, I love the fact.
I don't think I ever called him a Maxwell Mandingo. I was like, have you met my champion, ladies? And they're like, yes.
I love when he was talking about it, how they actually come back around to him later, like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're good." Like they're not.
He was like, I'm safe. I'm safe.
I promise you, I'm okay.
No, and he's like, oh, they were walking away. No, they were digging it, dude.
Yeah, I've heard two different parts of that story, and I'm like, overwhelmingly, they were all about. They're like, oh,
Yeah, they came and watched us do burnouts and shit. And
Yeah.
You can see them in the backgrounds of one of them. So
So
yeah,
burnouts
Lofton, you lying ass.
Well, I mean, it's in his nature.
Yeah, I know. Typical. Yeah.
God damn it.
I told him. He was like, I can't go this year, guys. I'm like, just tell him you're going out for milk, dude.
Get them used to it. You'll be back. They'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, you came back!"
Just bring the
Daddy's
milk,
home.
dude.
This bring milk. He was telling because I think it was he got to either do OFR or White Rabbit. Is that what the deal was?
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
it was
and he
one
would-
or the other,
yeah,
but not both.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh,
That's where I met that dude at. Was the OFR that it rained a lot. We all showed up wet as fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
wet as fuck right now.
I met one wet Lofton. It was hot, dude.
yeah." That's
Yeah.
a weird place to be in, is where like you're really like damp and wet from the ride, and
Soaked to the bone.
Yeah.
and then you get to the spot and you're like, it's hot.
And then, like he just saw me. He's like, I like you. I'm like, what's up, dude? I think he's like my shirt or some shit. He's like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
What's up, man?
Lofton,
Nate didn't say a fucking word to me.
Really? Because Nate's
No.
a dick.
Nate just looked at me like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who
Nate.
are you? You talking to my,
I piss in
you talking to my,
cans.
you
What do
talking
you
to my
do?
champion?
talking like
We saw those guys. Me and Tyler went to TMMR a couple years ago.
What's that?
Tennessee Music and Motorcycle Revival thing.
Is that the thing
at
at
Loretta
Lil-
Lynn's?
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
we went
Yeah.
there. And we're coming back. We saw Lofton and Nate and Grant there too.
Okay.
And was
Good old Grant.
I love Grant. Dude.
I need. We
Dude's
need to get-
awesome.
Yeah.
He sends
Yeah.
me reels like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get to look at him, sometimes I don't. And I'm like, God damn. But we're coming back and it's like we blow past one gas station in fucking Arkansas, roll up to this next one, and there they fucking are.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, guys? So we all jump on the fucking interstate back and they fucking we're running about 100, 110 anyway.
Yeah.
And this fucking truck driver, there's construction cones out there. And this truck driver's just not letting them fucking merge in.
Right.
So we're like fucking hauling ass trying to get around. Me and Tyler get around them. And fucking I look back and Nate and Grant are just fucking scattering road cones, dude.
Yeah. I've heard about this. Yeah.
Nate's ankle was so fucked up.
Damn.
Have you ever kicked a cone?
I've kicked them, but I've never done that.
Yeah,
Like,
They
not at that
surprisingly
fast.
Hurt a lot.
Yeah, they're pretty solid. And at that speed, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was riding early on.
Especially the tall, like
Yeah, the tall, skinny
ones.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh, it'll tip over easy.
No.
No. Then I'm like,
They fucking hurt, dude.
I'm all like
Yeah.
walking with a limp for like a week.
So I had some really nice riding boots that were like pretty reinforced, like mid calf ones. And I was like, man, these are the shit. Like you can do all kinds of fucked up shit with this. So me and a buddy are out riding and we see one and he's like, comes over the comm and he's like, you should hit it with your kick it. And I was like, all right. And I fucking kick it and I was like, all he heard was, ha! And then I pulled over and I was like, I think I broke my fucking foot, dude. I think if I feel like it's, and it was like, it was
My
all,
foot's supposed to point that way.
dude, I thought
It was like Nate and Lofton switched ankles, dude.
yeah,
Damn.
dude.
It was
It's bad.
dark.
Yeah, that's one of those deals where I'm like, ah, fuck, I should not have done. I nailed a recycling bin with my car one time. Like I opened the door up because I was out driving around and all my buddies were in the car at the time. I was like, I bet I can fucking yeet that goddamn recycling bin from the middle of the road into the fucking yard. And I opened the door up and it hit and it fucking slammed the door back on my arm. It did not move.
Left a nice dent.
Yes, in the side
Yeah.
of Hoopty. Yeah, I was like, God damn it! I thought this would be better.
So I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So you're building
A.
mini bike.
Yeah.
No,
Let's talk about this.
Built a mini bike.
built
you
mini-
milk.
It now lives in my
'cause-
living room.
I'm so jealous. So I'm wanting to build a mini bike.
Okay. You should do it.
I really want to.
Do you want to build?
I do some.
You should,
The adults
you
are
should
talking.
build a mini bike and then take a trip on your mini bike.
I want to do some fucked up shit on this mini
That's
bike.
what we did.
I want to do
Yeah.
some scary shit
Me and
that somebody in this room will question and be like, I don't know.
What are you talking about? I was the one that came up with the idea for that.
just fucking do it. Like fucking build mini bikes. I'll help plan a trip with you and we'll go do it.
So when
Yeah.
you're
Like-
talking about trip, what are you talking about? Like highway miles?
Fucking last year or year before, I don't know. The
Can you
last
imagine
I think
Yeah.
it was last August.
rolling
The
across
last gathering of
Oklahoma?
cool shit in Kansas, in Hudson, Kansas.
Just a
Me and
pack of mini
Tyler-
bikers.
We
Yeah.
loaded our mini bikes in the back of my El Camino and drove to Timmy Marr's house.
Yeah.
In Wichita. And me and Tyler and Timmy rode our mini bikes from Wichita to Hutchinson. It was like, I don't know, around 60 miles or something.
That'd be-
All back roads. Never fucking seen any cars. It was
That would be
awesome,
fucking
dude.
awesome.
And
Roll
like,
up like 10 deep just on mini bikes.
the, like one car we saw like fucking whiz in the middle of like some kind of ranch, dude. Like the way Timmy had fucking routed this, planned the route, man, it was fucking weird.
Yeah. Because he's like, oh, mini bikes.
Dude, it was awesome. Have you seen his mini bike that he built? And he takes it to Sturgis for that contraption show shit. He's got an old red wagon that he's built
Oh.
a sidecar.
Yeah,
and it's got
okay.
that old vintage cooler on it. And he had
Yeah.
it full of beer and
Fuck
water
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
That thing's rowdy, dude.
Because they just built that.
and it's got the bar on it where you can sit on it and ride like sidecar.
right.
Oh, really?
It still
Dude.
gets it on too, man.
Yeah. So I got, because when you got here, we were waiting for Moppin to show up. So he was like, oh, there's the mini bikes that we're talking about. He's like,
Yeah.
dude, I've got almost everything. And so I've
Do
got
it.
like,
Out in the graveyard.
yeah, I've got a bunch of different,
Yeah, I seen it way back there. I was like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
you're hiding something."
Yeah.
like, well, it's funny because like the next door neighbor kids are like, oh, and I'm like,
You're like,
yeah, it's all pedal power right
Yeah.
now. You got to push it, motherfucker. But Yeah, I want to build.
I would like to get either a mini bike or like an old, like early 70s 2-stroke 70cc 80cc, and really like build that up and do like the fucking Baja 100 on it. I think that would be fun as a motherfucker.
The one that Tyler did it on, like me and Timmy have Predators in them.
Right.
The one Tyler had was an Ice Bear, like
Yeah.
Champion, the 125.
Yeah.
That looks like the CT-70.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, you loser. You got electric start and like 4 speeds. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought we were roughing this shit, man. Come on.
Oh, so Tyler rode up with you guys to the Gathering of the Cool Shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he rode that.
Yeah. The Ice Bear ones are weird because like
He was trying to sell me on one so bad. And I was like, nah, it ain't going to last. And he sold it.
yeah, doing the scooter stuff, I used to do a bunch of those guys got a different Ice Bear thing. So I was like, yeah, the Ice Bear
There was a guy I was talking to. I was over at the Core board shop, and like 3 weeks ago, and there was a guy who was like, "Man, he lives down the street from me." He was like, "Yeah, it's big trash day." I was driving by, and here's a mini bag sitting out in this pile of trash. I just grabbed it out, and I was like, "Motherfucker!"
yeah.
Yeah. The one that's in my living room right now that I've just, it's not finished being built. Like I'm going to tear it apart and paint it and all that shit. But I did the billet rod and flywheel and
Yeah.
all that shit. But I bought the frame for $60 and it looked like he dug it out of the fucking ground.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It don't look like that now.
Right.
I stretched it and put a fucking hydraulic front end on it and
Nice.
all that cool shit. Made a seat out of a skateboard. It's pretty neat.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is it when you were talking about that earlier? Does it have fabric or foam on it, or is it just
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna cover it with that fur that's in my van. That real long black fur.
Yeah.
I thought about doing the black. I've also got green fur too.
Where did you get all that at?
Joanne's.
Oh man,
The van, when I bought that van, it came.
You better
with,
hurry.
Yeah.
Going out of business.
It came with a big fucking roll of that green fur that's in it.
Oh really?
But I had to go buy that black fur. That shit is not cheap, dude.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's surprisingly.
I was
not.
like, I need like 3 yards to do some like trim stuff.
and they're
everything.
like, that'll be $67.
no, dude, $85 fucking dollars
Damn.
for this shit.
Yeah, that's.
And I was like, oh my god, it was unreal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's fucking like 3-inch fur. On it,
Right,
so it's
right.
awesome.
Perfect for a furry costume.
I need to get that thing fucking going. Yeah, well,
yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it. Man.
So I texted our buddy Clint. I sent him a picture of you, and the first thing he says is, "Ask about the small nips."
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Clint knows about the nipples. Yeah,
That's always my favorite part. Is like when we're doing an episode and we have somebody on that like another guest has been.
he's
on.
like, fuck that guy.
Oh, he's like,
Come
really?
on.
I'm not gonna listen to this episode. Fuck.
Nobody's gonna listen to this episode.
Fuck
dude.
that guy.
No.
Actually, they will.
Everybody's
they
like,
will.
man, I knew I didn't like him.
They were like, "Was Tubi or Tyler booked up?"
Yeah, I mean, you guys are really scraping right now. I mean,
We have talked about,
but if this is what the
We're
people
like,
want,
we've
it's
been
what they
trying
get.
to get him on for a while. It's like
I thought-
Special Olympics. We got to
We-
do it.
DEI hire.
yeah.
No, it was funny because like we had talked about having you on after the White Rabbit, so last year, and then we just kept going like, "Oh, we'll get him on later. We'll get him on later." And then like
I wanted to get you on.
You
Somebody
guys
else
asked
was,
me a few times, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, man, I'll do it." And
Yeah,
then you're like,
somebody
at
else
first
was
I was
like,
"No."
we'll get him on later.
I was like, "If you, I'll do it if Tyler comes on with me." And you were like, "It's kind of a one guy thing."
yeah,
I'm like, all right, you all got to get him in here though. That dude's funny as shit.
yeah.
I've been
Quiet as
trying.
fuck, but he's funny as shit.
I've
Yeah.
been trying. Squirrel's like, fuck that guy.
I just
that
keep
guy's
saying,
awesome.
"Fuck that guy."
If you want anything he has, just wait like 2 months and it's for sale.
yeah,
I do notice that on
Yeah,
Instagram. It's
yeah.
Dude
like,
doesn't keep.
he's like,
shit,
hey, I
man.
got this. And then
he got. So what? How did he wind up getting that Escalade he's got right now?
crack.
Somebody. It involved somebody he knows dad dying, and then like, dude. All right, so we got in the Escalade the other day. We was gonna go up to Ponca City and get that chopper from Jay,
Yeah,
and so we go up to my dad's house and hook up to the trailer, and we get back to Tecumseh to load up because he traded his Dyna for that chopper.
okay.
And so we come back and we load the Dyna up on it, and the fucking like starts leaving, the transmission starts fucking fucking. I was like, no, fuck it, we're calling it right now. We're in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
Because when we went and got my chopper from Jay, because I traded Jay an FXR, that badass FXR that Jay has now.
Yeah.
that's
that one.
I can't say that's that is what he has made out of my old bike.
Okay.
When I had it,
You're like, wow.
When I got it, when I got it from an old friend of mine, it had been sitting out in his shed, and it looked like it was from the fucking Titanic, dude. Like the last time I'd seen it, it was his baby.
Yeah.
And he lives down in fucking Texas. And I hadn't seen it in years, and he offered it to me for a pretty good price. So I was like, all right, cool, man. So we go down there. Me and Tyler go down to get it. And as soon as I seen it, my heart sank. I was like, oh, my God.
You're like, fuck. I'm
like, if this wasn't Gabe, I would be so fucking pissed right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to buy this bike anyway because I know what it was. So I bought it, and I did it, cleaned it up, made it presentable, and I rode it a little bit. I rode it to OFR. I rode it to Tulsa. I rode it around and everything.
Right.
And then I saw that chopper, that flame chopper that I have.
Yeah.
Evo.
Right.
Bike. I saw that one of the Oklahomies, I think it was Zach, had rode it to the Gathering of Cool Shit
Okay.
the year before, and I fucking fell in love with it. I was like, God damn it, I'd have to have that. And he's like, $8,000. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, it's out of my price range. And then after a while, I was like, I hit him up. I was like, hey, man, you want to trade for that FXR? He's like, let me think about it. And then I was like, I had bought it was called a Red Horse.
Okay.
It was basically a big dog.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I hated it. Right.
Yeah.
But it looked brand new. I bought it from my boss at work. He goes, hey, man, why don't you buy my old bike? I was like, I don't know. What do you want for it? He's like, for you, I'd sell it to you for $2,700.
Odd.
And I was like, send me some pictures of it. I already knew as soon as he told me that I was going to buy it.
Yeah.
He sent me the picture. I was like, fuck. It looked brand new.
Yeah. You're like, I'm getting it.
Yeah. And so I bought it from him. And I had it for a little while. I just put it in the corner. I didn't ever fucking ride it because it had like a 235 rear tire.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
no,
Right.
it's
Right.
Fucking terrible.
Yes. Yeah.
It's okay if you want to go in a straight line. You want
You're
to
like,
go around any
Orange
kind of
County
curve.
for life.
If you want to turn a corner, you're fucked. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So
A lot of hard 90s.
Jay was thinking about it, about the FXR, and I'm like, hey man, I'll sweeten the deal. I'll throw in that fucking fat tire thing I've got. He's like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So we hook up a trailer behind Tyler's van that he had, a white one, and
Oh, yeah.
we had two bikes on it. We had the FXR and we had that fucking fat tired Softail on there. We're going up there, and I don't know, 30 miles from Ponca City. I mean, outside of Stillwater. Fucking it's like 114 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Transmission says fuck you. It was boiling shit out of the dipstick tube, dude. And I got out of shit. I laid down on the fucking road. And I looked at it and I said, man, your transcooler lines are looped. He's like, so? I'm like,
Well,
he didn't understand what I was fucking saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
right.
saying your transcooler has been removed and the line is looped. You
Yeah.
don't have a transcooler.
so it's
Right.
hot.
He thought I meant that the line was running in a fucking loop-de-loop or some shit. He's like, so what? I'm like, dude.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is what the problem
We
is.
burned that motherfucker down, dude. That
Yeah.
transmission, but limped it all the way to Zach's house up there. We stayed the night there and went and partied with those guys. And I called my dad, and he came and fucking got us the next day. My dad was way the fuck down by Asher too. Drove all the way to Ponca City to get me and Tyler's dumbass and pick up my bike.
Yeah.
Mainly because we had his trailer, I think.
If you want your trailer back, you're going to have to come get
But
it.
I was like, we've already burned up one fucking transmission going up there.
Right.
So he called Jay, and Jay's like, yeah, man, I'll bring it down. He ran it down. So, and now that bike it's been like 2 weeks now, and it looks completely fucking
Yeah,
different.
I've been seeing a
Yeah.
couple Instagram posts about it, and he's done a lot to it. Now, what bike did he wind up getting?
He got that fucking red one.
Yeah, and that's a...
It's a Evo chopper.
Oh, it is?
It actually has the motor out of my old FXR in it.
Oh, really?
Because Jay pulled the motor, because those bikes all had brand new crate motors in them, Evos.
Yeah.
And so he pulled the new motor out of that and put it in that FXR,
That's cool.
and put the FXR motor in that Evo chopper, which that motor's pretty rowdy. I mean, it's not like hopped up, but it's
Yeah.
Right.
It gets at
It's
it.
pretty saucy,
Yeah.
And then those fucking choppers are light as shit, dude.
Yeah, that's the big thing about the choppers. Is
That fucker.
shave a lot of weight off. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a cool bike. He'll build the cool shit out of it.
Yeah, that's...
Like all the red tins and shit are mine now. Because like he had bought this fucking tank a while back, this AMF Sportster tank that has the worst fucking airbrushed wolf on it.
Lone Wolf.
Like you can't even when he first showed it to me, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I thought it was Harambe. I thought somebody had painted fucking the gorilla on there because it looks like a gorilla looking over its shoulder. But it's like a wolf coming over a rock or something, and it's got like green lightning bolts. You'll see it, dude.
You're like, who the fuck painted this?
Some guy named Omega. He signed it.
Shit.
It's got a fucking Omega symbol on it.
I watch Marketplace all the time.
Omega painted the alpha.
He snagged that off of fucking eBay. But like, it was funny though, because like I'd had an S10 for a little bit. I was going to make a project out of, and he decided he wanted that. I was like, fuck, yeah, I wasn't really going to sell it, but if you want to sell it, or if you want it, yeah. He's like, well, you want that van? I'll give you that white van for it. I'm like, fuck it, okay.
Yeah.
So I traded him for the van. And in the meantime, he took the S10 and put all the parts I had bought for it, the lowering kit and all that shit, and then sold it. And I never went and got that van because it was in his backyard with a bad transmission. I'm like,
You're like, I don't want to fuck with this thing.
It ain't going anywhere.
I knew that it was eventually going to be his again at some point. So it'd been like a year, right? And he hit me up. He goes, "Hey man, kind of thinking about wanting that van back." And he was like, "What do you want for it?"
I've been looking at it every day for a year.
He was like, "What do you want for it?" I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know, man. Give me that wolf tank." So he gave me that goddamn wolf tank for that fucking van. And then he gets this bike and he starts pulling the tins off. And I was like, dude, I kind of want those. He's like, well, I kind of want that wolf tank back. So yeah, now I've got them ugly ass fat bobs.
And he's got the wolf.
I'm a fan of pinstripes though, and it's covered in fucking pinstripe. Dude.
Yeah.
I think Manny did it.
Yeah.
But,
Just the wolf tank.
the wolf tank's fucking hilarious, dude. I've got a picture of it. I'll show you.
That's one of those deals where you're like, yes, I'll keep that.
Yeah. I was like, he's like, dude, I kind of want that wolf tank.
That's like the town bike. It's been rode by everybody.
Because I like cleaned it up and waxed it and shit and like had it hanging up. It's like the fucking Indian Larry, that dished in tank that was on Billy's bike.
Yeah.
I have that too.
Oh, nice.
And I waxed it all up and cleaned it up and got it hanging up and shit. And like, dude, I have parts off of all of those fucking except for the one that Clint had.
Yeah.
It went to like Detroit, so I didn't get any pieces of it. Like I've had the headlight off that fucking red bike for like over a year. I bought it from Zach at a swap meet. So
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I like that. It's got pinstripes on it. I needed it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about like the car and motorcycle community is when all the shit, like I knew a guy that buys small block Chevy set of heads that were really nicely done for a project.
Look at that fucking wolf.
That is not a wolf. That's a
wolf, dude.
It looks like Harambe looking over his shoulder.
It looks
doesn't
like a fucking baboon.
I need
from
you to
here with the nose.
I need you to send that to me because that's going to be the clip for the episode.
the fucking wolf tank.
Lone wolf.
Everyone's been like an hour and a half in there and be like, that's what the wolf is?
It's a monkey, dude. It's like, and the light,
That is a monkey.
the lightning fucking cracks me up.
So when I first got Dan, I was like, everyone's like, are you going to put a wizard on the side of it? It's like, it's got glass everywhere on that conversion van. I can't do anything huge.
Oh, you could do a wizard
You could
on
paint over that glass.
Yeah, I've thought about it. But then like I saw him bring a trailer like right after I got it, like how much
here we
nice
go.
one would sell for. And I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
leaving.
yours is not nice.
Mine is very nice.
That's a good looking van, dude.
Fuck off. You don't.
Are you not a van fan?
I'm a
Do you
van
need to leave
fan.
the room?
Yeah.
What? And I'm a van fan.
He's upset because he doesn't have one.
Ask
Fucking
him if it
nerd.
works.
Well, okay, I didn't tell you about this. So
Yeah,
that,
ask me if mine run.
Yeah.
They'll run, but they just won't go nowhere.
yeah, that mine.
He's
So
had like a nest of rats get in there and eat all the wiring.
Shit. That's what
I-
I've been so afraid of that. Because I put the bed and all that fur
Yeah.
shit in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
So when we got that, I used to drive that van all the time. I would drive to work.
I was excited about the van because I was like, we're going to take some trips. Like camping, you can either tent or
Yeah.
Dude,
like go in the van. And then he's like,
I want Lofton's ass to get his van fucking.
yeah.
going again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Let's do van stuff.
And
Yeah.
he's got 97 projects in the graveyard. And then he's always like, I'm too busy.
Yeah, I got to go.
Can't do anything.
I've got to go through and rewire a bunch of the cruise control stuff. Minimum. I know that's what got eaten up by the rats, but then I don't know what else they got into. And the battery died forever ago. So when I tried to jump it one day, I was like, nope, it's not jumping.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really don't want to start a fire in this motherfucker. So yeah, I
He
was
was like, I think there's a cat in my backyard. Nope, that's a rat.
yeah,
There's a cat, too.
yeah, there is a cat.
There is a cat, but
That so I put out rat poison probably last year.
So now you have dead mice in your.
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So I put all that shit out. We didn't have any rats here we've lived here for almost a decade until I brought home my.
You had rats. You just didn't see them.
Well, they weren't eating on anything.
They weren't
didn't- you-
contained.
Yeah, you had rats. Everybody has rats.
You're the rat king over there.
Oh, I've learned this because I'm fighting this rat battle. Because the village is having a rat issue.
Dude, I had a squirrel problem.
Yeah, because
like-
they're just rats with fur coats, like
I
better
had-
fur coats.
I had such a squirrel problem that I named the fucker Glenn. He lived in my attic and he was an asshole. Glenn got an ear hole with a pellet gun.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I thought I had another one up there. This was like last month.
I had a raccoon that got up in my attic.
I
And
thought I had
pep-
another fucking squirrel, dude.
I pepper sprayed that motherfucker.
I
I
pulled-
pepper sprayed myself in the process.
I
but-
pulled the attic door down, and I got the one of those pull downs with the ladder that folds out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fold it down, I stick my head up there, and lock eyes with a fucking raccoon, like from me to you, dude.
Right.
Which
It
is
was
about 5
it was just as surprised to see me as I was
Right.
to see it.
And they're mean as fuck. So
Yeah.
it's like
So I slowly backed down the ladder and let it back up, and I instantly called my dad and said, "Hey, I've got a situation." He was like, "What's up?" I'm like,
He's like, what's her name?
I was like, "There's a raccoon in my attic." He's like, "Don't fight it."
No.
yeah,
I said, "Hell no, I ain't gonna fight it."
No.
because it'll win.
Yeah. And I said, "I've got this hound dog." And he was like, "Well, don't put him up there." And I'm like, I'm like, "No, I can get him howling and shit. And maybe that'll run it out, you know." And I got the
And they're
dog
like-
wound up, and the fucking coon split. And then I called in the next day and patched up the hole in my shack where the raccoon was getting in, you know.
I had to do that. He was crawling up my air conditioner pipes, and there was like I don't know how he was getting through the hole that he was getting through to get
They
in my
teleport.
attic.
That's how that works.
but it
They're
was
not real, man.
No.
it was tiny.
Raccoons are just fucking false.
and
It's a psyops.
we'd be up there, we'd be sleeping, and
Have you
like
ever seen
two
a baby pigeon?
Have you ever held a pigeon?
pigeons aren't
They're
real.
probably heavy.
They're government cameras.
Well, we were on a trip one time, and I was betting my buddy I could pick up a pigeon off the ground, and I spent like I don't know, probably 4 hours trying to get a goddamn pigeon. I was so close so many
They're
times.
not real, dude.
They're not real. There's little microphone
They're
cameras.
fucking spies.
Yeah,
They
that's
they hang out in our fucking hangar at work.
Yep.
They're Elon's little fuckers.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah, they've been watching. They shit everyone.
give me
and
those
everything.
5 bullets.
Dude, I
You're
probably
lying.
we probably can't get back into Canada so easily now. But I got into Canada
Yeah.
in January and went up there and hassled some geese because the fuckers are always down here. So I thought I'd go to where they are and
Yeah.
fuck with them. You know,
and then
the squirrels up there are black.
yeah, you
Yeah.
so you were talking to me about this. We were texting back and forth. And you're
Freak
like,
me out, dude.
dude,
What the fuck?
did you know squirrels can be black? I'm like, yeah, they're brown, gray, and black. Have you seen a red squirrel yet?
Oh, yeah.
The red squirrels are pretty
red squirrels
mean.
are prevalent here. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
but
what we got.
Well, no, like the ones out in New Mexico,
Oh, like
Arizona
ginger squirrels.
are like,
like
yeah,
red,
they're like
Anything
red.
red's mean,
they're like
dude.
his beard.
yeah,
red.
red, and I like they're
And they're
fucking mean.
assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
them some
Because they're
motherfuckers.
like, I've been climbing a cactus. I'm already pissed off.
That fucking black squirrel ran up on me, dude.
yeah, you
It
sent
was-
me
when
the
I-
photos of it.
When I first seen it, it was like tearing into a McDonald's bag. And then it like advanced on me. I'm like, fuck, dude, it's like 14 degrees outside. There's a fucking squirrel running up on me.
ASA.
Yeah, so we live this house that we live in was on a pecan farm in the early 1900s. So the squirrels that live here are generationally bred to be here. Me and the squirrels have no problems. Like they respect,
obviously.
yeah. Me and them respect each other.
You're their king.
Yeah. So like I was going out to the lawnmower one day, my zero turn, and there was a squirrel just sitting on the seat of my zero turn. And
He's
it's
been
just
flexing a zero turn mower
Yeah,
on me.
yeah. He always does these little flexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
well,
I seen
But
it
wait
up there,
till you
too.
see his zero turn.
I
And you're
seen it.
like,
yeah, he's
oh.
all yeah.
Yeah.
None of the shit I
It's like he hadn't taken care of. He has a zero turn that's been left out.
Like I said, he's flexing his money right there.
It
dude.
looks like
those
those
are like $3,000 or more. Right?
I got
Yeah,
it for free.
yeah.
It was a great Christmas present.
the
Oh yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah.
trees or the farm yards
Someone
out in
comes from
Seminole
money.
with like a truck with a tree going up through it. That's what his
Yeah,
zero
that's
turn
all my
looks
shit
like.
looks like. I have nice shit. I had nice shit.
Had
But I walk out and this little fucking squirrel's looking at me and I'm like, it's on the seat of my fucking zero turn. And he's like looking at me and I'm like, come on, move. And he just like, nope. So he finally gets on like the side of it. So like I like start the lawnmower up and it's just riding around the lawn with me for about 30 minutes.
and it's like
and
it attacked me and I don't know why.
no, literally I got by one of the pecan trees and the motherfucker jumped up and then ran up the tree. I was like, well, that was weird. I've been in my hot tub and they come up on the hot tub, like they'll come up the ridge of it, like on the top of it, and they'll
You're
just
one
like,
of them, dude.
yeah, I know. They know. They
know. Have you seen that picture of that buff squirrel with like the abs and the big nutsack?
Yeah.
The amount of shit that gets sent to me that's squirrel related is
That's how you're in my phone, dude. Squirrel. You text me your number with your real name. I'm like, fuck that.
well, and that's like,
You're like, I don't know who that is.
I'm not gonna look at his name and be like Cody. You're gonna be like squirrel.
I was like, I know some Codys. They're assholes.
Yeah, no, like I get shit sent to me all the time where it's squirrel related stuff, and I'm like, yep, I've seen it because fucking 40 people sent it to me as soon as they saw it, and so for Halloween last year, I went to one of the costume shops and got a gigantic squirrel costume. And I didn't get to wear it to anything because I was out doing other shit. So I've still got it's in this closet. And I'm like, often like, I should just wear it.
So you have like a squirrel girl fetish?
Yeah, you know.
You know Squirrel Girl?
I don't know Squirrel Girl.
I
Squirrel
tapped
girl.
that. Yeah.
Squirrel Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I need to look.
Yeah, well, this is
Yeah.
this is a me and him thing. I guess.
Yeah. He's got
y'all
different-
might be related.
He's got different tisms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's
what?
got a bit of the tisms.
I got a bit of the tism.
I've been a bit touched in the head.
So,
I like them French fried tater.
You know, I've never seen squirrels down at K River, down by
yeah.
Old Bear Puss
That's because
Creek.
people eat them down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, dude.
In that part of the country, people eat them.
Dude,
I remember going squirrel hunting when I was like 7, and my great grandmother is like with her little 22. We would go down to it was like pecan orchard, and because she's gonna, we're gonna have squirrel stew for dinner.
Did you grow up a hillbilly too?
Oh yeah, yeah. She was like So I thought my grandparents were.
retarded?
No, no. I thought they were well off, I guess.
Until you're eating all the varmints.
And
We ate pigeon today.
because like they had all this land. No, they were sharecroppers. So when I would go down and spend my summers like picking cotton or working the fields or doing all this other stuff, and I'm like, oh, we're doing this because
So you're saying you're
Yes,
indentured servant.
I have done my fair share.
There's other words for that.
There are.
Prisoners
love-
with jobs.
You know,
Hey.
the prisoners with jobs. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that word.
Yeah, don't call them that.
But yeah, so we went and she had a little 22, Winchester 22, and would just fucking tank, and like nail these squirrels. And like, I'd have to go run it. I was the dog. I would have to go run and get them. And then I'm like carrying, 18 squirrels back. And
Nice.
He's like, then we got to the cats.
That's a mess of squirrels.
Is that what you call a grouping of squirrels?
Oh, well, like a bunch of squirrels. You're gonna eat a bunch of squirrels? That's a mess of squirrel. You never ate squirrel before?
squirrel's
never had-
delicious.
It's not bad, dude. Squirrel
It's
and gravy?
really good.
Squirrel gravy?
Squirrel gravy. is
Squirrel
good.
and gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like squirrel. No, squirrel gravy.
I was like,
Squirrel gravy.
She hooked me up with some of that squirrel gravy, huh?
That's squirrel milk to you.
It's really,
you gotta milk the teat.
it's really nutty.
Why does it taste like pineapple?
Rabbit's good. Squirrel's
yeah.
good. Yeah. That's where I learned, so my grandparents had a garden. I learned, my great grandpa.
Oh my God.
We would go down and we would catch perch, little sun perch. And
I won't
the
eat
fuck
fish
is
anymore.
perch?
we wouldn't eat it.
What?
What's perch?
What the fuck? Where are you from?
Like here.
East
No.
side. He is from the east
East side of Oklahoma.
He's ghetto.
Yeah.
He is white
You
ghetto.
know what a pond is?
Like with the body of water.
Not at like the golf course.
He grew up on the east side. He didn't know how to swim. He's scared of water.
Yeah.
He's more closer to Lofton
I can't
than
swim
we
either.
are.
You
But-
can't swim either?
No. I don't get in the water.
Yeah, me and
And yeah, I
Poseidon
don't
have
eat
a
fish.
You don't eat fish?
No.
Why not?
I ain't fucking with them. They don't taste good. I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me. I stay on the land. They stay in the water.
So we would go get.
I eat chickens. I don't punch chickens. You know?
Yeah.
Why would you fucking fish? I don't fish.
Yeah, I don't fish either.
I used to have to cut.
So it's like,
Yeah.
like
I'm not gonna fuck with a fish.
used to have to cut heads off chickens. My grandmother would come out and grab them and by the head and spin them around and throw them and let them.
When I was a kid, because of my grandparents, I've eaten an array of varmint.
But I grew up.
raccoon,
Yeah.
barbecued raccoon. Yeah.
So they lived
soft shell turtles.
They lived in Tishmingo. Turtle soup is amazing.
I can still picture my grandma cutting up a fucking soft shell turtle with a meat cleaver in my kitchen, dude.
Yeah, my grandfather. So my grandfather.
When it was
can
her kitchen.
I can still see that. Yeah, I'm third generation to be there, so like
So
I've seen some things, man.
my grandfather used to go get turtle. He would catch turtles, and we'd have turtle soup. But they grew up in.
I don't need any
they're
of that shit anymore. I don't want any of it.
Yeah, they're from Tishmingo, so I used to spend summers down there.
And like a lot of my uncle and he moved to, and my grandparents also, they moved to Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
So they
yeah,
moved
yeah.
further towards the bayou.
Even
He
more
had a fucking
varmints.
shrimp boat. So they were sending shrimp and shit up here. Like, I don't want that shit anymore. I had to eat so much of it when I was younger.
Okay, that makes
don't
more sense.
want it, dude.
Yeah.
Coconut.
I
shrimp.
don't fucking nothing that lives in
Fried
water. It freaks
shrimp.
people out that I don't eat anything that lives in water.
Shrimp.
And you
What
know,
about
Jumbo.
land crab?
no, fuck crabs, man. Nothing. None of that shit.
Do you like sushi?
No.
Have-
It's fucking raw ass fish, dude.
Not all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hey,
on
I don't
that.
eat eggs either.
What?
Nah, I eat eggs. I'll fuck up.
Not
some
like
eggs.
as a standalone, dude. Like if it's in something, yeah, I ain't gonna fuck with it. But like if it's mixed in, I'm good. But like,
So like,
I fuck up some eggs.
yeah, dude, I eat eggs.
this
pretty-
whole egg shortage is not affecting me one bit.
Well, you know what's funny is we're not having a chicken shortage.
Exactly.
yeah, we
Why is that? Chicken hasn't skyrocketed. It's just eggs. Interesting. Interesting.
Really tells you who came first, huh?
Yeah.
Did you come on
Elon.
the chickens? Fucking Elon. Just
Fucking
just
Jeff
dumping,
Bezos.
Just dumping the
Jumping
chickens
his
in the
dick
fucking
rocket.
shredder.
the sheer amount of people I know that were like pro all
Gay.
that pro gay rights.
I mean, I'm friendly with them. Man.
Yeah, they
Do
friendly
your
with me?
thing. Oh, that's whatever.
The sheer amount of people I knew that were all about Elon before everything happened.
Dude, I never trusted that motherfucker.
No,
Never.
No.
I've
Well,
been saying for years that motherfucker's a super villain. Ever since he sent that fucking car into space with the
Yeah.
mannequin in it.
Yeah, who the
Who the fuck can do that? If I did that shit, I'd be locked up.
Yeah,
they'd be like,
like-
you can't do that. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, I have a rocket, man.
They're like, bitch, it's the first El Camino on Mars.
Anybody,
Fuck, man.
anybody that lies and says, I invented Tesla. No, you
didn't.
bought.
You
owe-
stole a goddamn name.
You took your parents' money from their emerald mine,
yeah,
and then you bought businesses. And then you had sued them, so you could say you were the founder.
yeah,
It's
that's
fucking Lex Luthor, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
From the
yeah, he
Superman.
is.
it is insane to me. And like my friends that
People don't understand. Billionaires do not have
Don't trust it.
regular people's interest at heart.
no, not
Their
at all.
only interest is staying a billionaire.
I always wonder about Bill Gates too. Like, why is he trying to?
Yeah, fuck that guy, too.
Well, fuck him because he started at Cell and now I have to deal with.
You know what?
Cell.
I'd fuck his wife though. Or sorry, ex-wife.
Well, how old is she? Because he's
probably
like
in her 50s.
goddamn 80 or some
Yeah,
shit, ain't he?
She's
Bill
in
Gates-
her like 50s though, but she's like worth
Yeah.
20 billion or something. I mean, hey, how you doing, girl?
What's up with Jeff Bezos' ex-wife? I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
a
But
fucking
his new
alien,
one
too.
is
yeah,
like
dude. He's weird.
his new one's like 22 and
I will never understand if you're that rich and wealthy and you divorce your first wife or whatever one came up with you and then you go get a new model to marry it.
oh yeah.
Like just have them around. The Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, the new one's probably signed the prenup, but has a pretty good parachute when that time comes. Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna get $500,000 for every year I put up with this guy. Okay,
how many years have I put
you
up
just
with
gotta
this?
suck his dick,
You seen the picture of Anna Nicole Smith sitting on that
Oh
old
my
ass
God.
man? I'm like,
yeah.
God,
Dude,
Dude, I would have. I
she
would have
was
fucked that.
gorgeous.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
that fucking.
The old man?
No.
I mean, hell, I might have. I
Yeah,
mean, for
you
the
know,
money
for
he
the
had,
money, you're not
Dude.
wrong.
gave him a
But
stay,
when
dude.
she was
Pista.
when she was in
Priya.
Sucking
that-
these dicks to pass the time.
that fucking Playboy issue that she was in,
That's terrible.
like,
Dude, I was watching the documentary that came out, I think it was like last year about her and like growing up and all that stuff. Like she was always gorgeous. Like
Yeah.
when she
she was hot as
When
fuck.
she did the Marilyn Monroe Playboy thing,
Oh my god, dude.
just the giant titties.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of giant titties.
And she was
I
like
like them.
Yeah, she was
I'm a fan of titties. I like
I'm a
all
fan
of
I
of
like I like
titties.
little titties, I like big titties, I like all titties. I want to
I
see
mean,
them
I
all.
like giant titties.
I prefer them bigger.
how like there's some that are too big.
Yeah.
That word does not exist.
Yeah.
That
No.
phrase.
Okay. It's
Like-
one of my earliest memories of titties. That is like
Was it from
looking
the
at the
neighbor lady
magazine,
that
looking at
they're
like the magazines at the fucking grocery store when I was a kid.
I mean,
And
hey,
like in the back of the fucking like
I'm-
motorcycle magazine shit,
I'm
they're
from
selling
the
the
70s, so I had to
they're
beat
selling
off
the,
to National Geographic.
they're selling
so
the mail-in.
I love them big hangers.
the mail-in porno shit, you know, and
Yeah,
you could they have
yeah.
the little bitty pictures of the girls.
Yeah.
There was a girl named Dixie Dynamite that's always gonna stick. in my
Oh,
head.
I know who you're talking
Her
about.
titties were like that. They're
Yeah,
like watermelons.
they were like
dude.
beach balls.
Oh God,
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's too big.
those are too big.
They look painful.
For her,
I don't wanna
not
hear-
for me.
Yeah,
Look
I,
like it hurt, dude.
I don't want to hear your back problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unreal.
I'm not gonna be around for that long. I just
You
like
know,
42 seconds and we're good. you know,
that's something I am a
you
big
know?
fan of.
I'd
is,
be like, did you come? Sucks for you.
sucks to suck.
speaking of way back and seeing things like that, man, like a big fan of tits on glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was all.
Bikini Car Wash, 1992,
Yeah.
I believe it was. The Bikini Car Wash Company on Cinemax.
Yeah.
Or the hotel rooms when you get them, like put your titties against glass.
I seen that when I was like 14 or 12,
Yeah.
14 years old. I was like,
The Spice Channel when it like you'd come in,
Yeah.
it'd be like the free trial on the Spice Channel. You'd have
like
to find it.
some chick fucking washing a Corvette, and
Yeah.
fucking smashing her titties on it, and like,
Yeah. Back when they actually had Bush before it went, like no Bush.
Everybody
and now we're
was
getting
slick,
back
man.
into
Yeah.
Bush.
The Bush thing is very
I'm not a big fan.
I was like
I like my Bush like I like my Eagles.
bald.
Bald.
So when I was growing up, we had a family friend that was very conservative, nice lady. Just like her daughter went to a private Christian school kind of
Oh,
person.
she was a whore.
I feel a Bush story coming
Yeah.
on.
So
Yeah.
so she was a really nice lady.
It's like you couldn't see
Very
anything.
respectable.
And so
It looked
her
like
brother-
Maupin's beard.
Things she made me do to her.
so when I was growing up, her brother was an actor, and her brother was like one of
Gay?
the things. No,
What kind of actor?
well, okay, we're getting there. So like, she was like, Air Force One, he's the guy that gets sucked out of the plane in this scene, and we're like, oh, that's cool.
It was a different kind of sucked out.
So this is like 99, 2000. So we just got a computer for the house, and we just got like
It's all
like,
dial up.
yeah. So we just got like the free AOL. So she's like, oh yeah, there's this website thing.
Called LimeWire.
No, she was like, it's called IMDb. You can go look my brother up. And so I go and fucking look up IMDb, and I look up the brother's name. And it's like a whole, like, he's like, a working actor. So he's like, oh, I've been in Air Force One, and I was also in this commercial and all that stuff.
Commercial.
Yeah, just shit like that. And that's how he's paying his bills. And then so at the time, we had just also got like HBO and Skinemax and all that shit. So I just started watching all that stuff, and I knew what the Red Shoe Diaries were. And then
Oh, yeah.
her brother,
Emmanuel does
Emmanuel.
space.
yeah. so her brother
There
had
was
been
one called Cave Girl Island too. That I was
Yeah.
pretty good. Anytime I saw that in the fucking like the newspaper, the thingy,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the
TV
TV,
guide.
guide in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It's
her,
like, oh, I got to be up at 11 o'clock on Friday.
I need to go watch this. So her brother had been in like, I don't know, like 50 or 60 Red Shoe Diaries.
Oh,
And I was like, Jesus, her brother is a porn
just
star.
dry humping the shit out of them chicks. dude.
Yeah.
So then I look, because at the time it was like, it would say like Red Shoe Diaries, attendant, or like whatever. So he was not
was
the dude.
watching.
Yeah, he was.
He was in the
fucking-
cuck. He was in the cuck chair.
He's like, let me hold your hair.
Fucking craft services. Like,
Yeah, dude.
you want some cheese?
Yeah. So
You guys
this,
need anything?
this guy was a
I'm
back-
here to clean up.
this guy was a background actor in like 30 Red
It's like
Shoe.
this chick's bush is rubbing me raw.
Lotion me. I need the hit with the lotion. So when I tell her, like, I go, yeah, your brother is like, I printed it out on my home printer and took it. She's also my 5th grade elementary school teacher. So I took it to school, and I'm like, hey, here's all your brother's credits for the movies he's in. And she goes, what's the Red Shoe Diaries? And like 2 other kids also knew, and they both looked at me and they're like, you're an asshole.
That's the best.
You're like, I don't know. Maybe we should watch it for class.
Dude, I tried because I was like, maybe she'll look it
It's
up.
like my cousin records this shit. I'll bring it in. They roll in the TV on the VCR on the little thing.
The cart. I mean, to be fair, that same year was September 11th, and we watched it on the cart.
Her brother's in there. Her brother's in there. Smack my hairy ass. Call me Sally.
They're watching that, and they're like, "Oh shit!" They kick it out, and then the fucking second plane hits. Boom!
That building got fucked harder than that lady.
Oh my god! Look at all of them falling. They just keep coming out.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm gonna have cramps. Oh fuck! No, legit. I watched the first tower get hit. I lived across the street from the elementary school. Walked in.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, walked across the street, go to school. They bring the TV card in right when the second tower got. I sit down and they immediately like boom, and I'm like, "Ooh, today's gonna be a bad day."
You're like, "That's not good."
Yeah.
It's like,
So the Red Shoe Diaries, I think, would scar us less than this.
This the new Transformers movie? What is this?
Optimus Prime is on the location.
boots, pants, and boots, and pants, and boots.
Boots and cats.
I think this is the hardest I've ever laughed on an episode before. Fucking hurt. My face hurts.
With my boring ass. And it's 9/11 jokes.
You know who's gonna love this? That piece of shit Nate.
Fucking Nate.
Fucking
CIA.
Nate. For y'all, not for me. I don't work. I don't have clearance for shit.
No, we love the government.
We love
9/11 was.
You know who we don't love? Nate.
I love Nate though.
I do love Nate.
Fuck that guy.
It was
Fuck
right where
Nate, but I love Nate. You know, it's
Yeah.
the,
I'd fuck Nate. Only if his girlfriend watched from the corner.
But what about Billy?
would you fuck Billy?
Probably.
I'd fuck me.
I'd marry Billy. Billy's the kind you marry.
He's a
Nate's the kind you just use. He's a good cum dumpster.
Yeah, I mean, if it was fuck,
Billy-
Mary, if it
Billy's
was
the
fuck, Mary,
wife.
kill.
If it was
I mean-
fuck, marry, kill, it's like
Are we doing another fuck Mary kill in the
so
episode?
you know, okay.
You marry Billy.
Of the
you
chopper.
fuck Loft and you kill Nate.
No. See, if we're doing the Chopper Boys, I'm gonna fuck Nate. I'm gonna marry Billy. And I love you, Lofton, but I'm gonna kill you.
That was a rather aggressive one.
Damn, why'd you single him out like that?
What'd you do?
What is so different about
come
Lofton that
on.
you would,
He's been a guest.
dude?
God.
Hasn't he had a hard enough?
Exactly. He won't miss it.
You know who's building some cool ass choppers right now? Fucking Zeke.
Yeah, dude. Him and Brian are getting at it.
Damn right they are.
I mean, yeah, they are.
Like, and
But Zeke's all in love.
yeah, but you know,
Well,
he'll
he-
wear off and he'll get it. He's building the chopper too, though. You
yeah.
know?
So that's the thing. He's building the chopper and he's love.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
was like, you got 100 days. I've got a fucking chopper trip planned.
what's your chopper trip?
We're going. I want to see a fucking saguaro cactus in person, dude. So we're going the fuck down that way through Roswell to wherever we're just floating.
Nice.
Okay.
See your butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never seen a saguaro cactus?
Yeah.
I want to see one.
Yeah.
I've never seen one. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually stopped and taken a picture next to one in
I will
in
too.
Arizona.
Aren't they filled with tarantulas?
No, there's birds.
That's bananas.
What?
Yeah, bananas. They're filled with tarantulas. Banana trees?
New Mexico and Arizona is filled with tarantulas.
I know. I'm aware.
He's scared of spiders.
Oh, you're scared? I'm terrified of snakes.
Really?
There's a lot of snakes that way
I don't
too.
have a
and
problem with
there's
snakes.
there's all the
They're mean. I don't like mean
the
shit.
spicy snakes.
Yeah,
The
there's-
spicy are out that way too with the
Yeah, I don't like those either.
yeah.
But I'll stay away from them.
Yeah, that's why if I go down, like when we go to Terralingua, because there's a lot of fucking tarantulas in Terralingua
Oh, dude.
and rattlesnakes. If you go down in like February, March, it's still too cold, so they're like not.
We're going
out.
in June.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna
Late June, early July.
Yeah.
Like I think I took off work the 26th through like the 3rd, which puts me out past the 4th holiday.
right,
You know, so
right.
we're just gonna go float around. I think Nate says he's gonna go, but he don't have a chopper anymore, so fuck him.
I know he's a dynamo.
Can I go
now.
on my FJ then?
I mean, you're cool. You can ride like behind.
He is not cool. Don't inflate his head.
Yeah,
Tell him he has to take.
somebody's
got to
have something reliable. So
Tell him he's got to take the KZP.
we've done talked about it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
He's pretty
Surprising.
much
Trying to get
lucky.
him to rebuild it. He's like me.
I've been sending him fucking.
I know.
Yeah, you know
KZs and
what's
shit.
what's the best part about that is as soon as everybody found out it blew up is how many fucking KZPs I found.
Yeah.
Because like 42 people were like, here's one, here's one, here's one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like just get on KZP Finder. There's hot KZPs in your area waiting
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
2 miles away.
No shit. You haven't heard this yet. The guy that bought the one that was on Marketplace,
Yeah, you told me.
That was marked in like Hera.
it
Yeah.
was actually 2 blocks away from here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was here like the entire time. And now he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get the motor out and I'll sell it to you. So, yeah.
Hot
no.
KZPs are in your neighborhood.
I know.
Waiting to meet
Could be
you.
your new step, KZP.
What are you doing?
Help me,
KZP.
step bro. I'm stuck in this frame.
That's what yours is saying right now.
Yeah, dude.
Your piston's like, I'm stuck.
Dude, it's so weird. I've never seen a piston just rotate in a cylinder like
It's like they're supposed to go up and down, not in circles, bro.
Yeah, dude.
No, KZP, don't put it there.
Dude, no shit. I've seen.
What are you doing?
I'm checking for compression.
Let's see how hard you blow.
Yeah, dude. I grew up building race motors with my dad. I've seen carnage out of shit.
I don't believe
Put
any
this
of this.
camera in your hole.
You've yet to build anything since I've known you.
I know, because I'm always
You're
doing
like-
shit for everybody else.
Yeah.
I hear him say this a lot too. But then I
All
saw the
time,
backyard
all the time.
Yeah, I'm like,
the fucking graveyard. He's like, yeah, this is my Volvo. It used to run 9.6 seconds. And I'm like, well, why didn't it run that now?
11.9. Because
He's
I'm
like,
lazy.
Well, I don't know, man. Then he's got his fucking C10 back there with a 454 in it. And
oh shit, I didn't
these-
even notice that.
You didn't
I
look-
saw the truck, but I didn't it was a big block truck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's a big 10.
and he's got the fucking heads and everything. And he's like, meh, 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 meh.
so
I was checking out the Chrysler.
yeah,
yeah.
the Chrysler's pretty
pimp,
cool.
dude.
Yeah, that's the top of the list of the cars out there to get done. So
That thing's
Yeah.
that thing's
Yeah.
slick.
So that may happen in 8 years.
until you let it sit out there and the tree fucking falls on it.
Yeah.
you know, every time there's a windstorm, should I go out there and check it?
He had my Land Cruiser back there.
Fucking tree got my house just the other day.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah. I was out there with a chainsaw all goddamn day.
Dad, the reason why I have a chainsaw,
Hey, at least it didn't burn down.
Aren't chainsaws fucking badass?
dude, chainsaws
They are.
are shit.
Chainsaws are amazing.
I fuck.
I
borrowed
see
it from
why
my
leather.
dad, and I
I
was
see
like,
why
this thing
leather.
fucking
leather
rules.
I see why Leatherface had one because when you get it going, you're like,
I've got to buy my own.
yeah,
I need this.
So when I got my first
get a
chainsaw,
steel.
yeah,
That's what I borrowed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
amazing.
the shit.
They're so good.
I'm probably ruined then, huh?
Yeah.
Don't go buy like a wild thing or whatever
No,
fucking from
no,
Walmart.
no,
don't get a
A
pull.
Poolin.
Don't get a pull on this Pro because
That's
you will
all
wear
you do.
you'll wear your arm out trying to get
Speaking
it
of
started.
fucking, speaking of chainsaws, that is one of my youngest memories is seeing my grandpa cut his foot off with a chainsaw.
we're 2
was this-
hours in. You buried that until now. All right, keep
You're
going.
like, I was about to wrap it up.
no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I still have beer in my can.
Yeah, he was fucking cutting a fucking log. You know, they cutting trees. We had wood burner stoves and shit because we're fucking hillbillies.
They just
Yeah.
rub some dirt on it. and
Fucking he
stitch
was
it back.
cutting and the log like rolled over and he took the fucking saw clean across his foot right there and it cut like he pulled his boot off and it's just fucking hanging. Whoa! I was like probably 7 or 8 years old.
He
I'm out there
duct tape-
dragging brush and shit.
Did he
It-
duct tape it back on and like keep going?
He duct
or-
taped the boot back together and kept wearing the fucking thing for years. But he went to the hospital and got his foot fixed.
Yeah, I was
so,
like,
yeah.
wait, hold on. Did he?
He was a bad motherfucker though.
Yeah,
he was,
yeah.
yeah, he was a vet, man. He was in like every branch except the Marines, and he did everything else. World War II vet, all that
Right.
shit.
He did
Right.
not like the taste of crayons.
He cleaned his fucking saw that shit off, dude.
God.
Damn.
Did he? What was this? Do you remember what he said?
Fuck.
Yeah. I was gonna, God damn it!
I just remember him yelling, fuck. And me, man,
Get the
I don't know
truck,
what it was about
boy.
me, but everything was like, damn it, Dillon. I'm like, fuck.
It's your fault. If you had been over there holding the flashlight the wrong goddamn way, I would have cut off my foot.
You fucking distracting me. Nah, man, that's not how it happened. It was an accident, but like, yeah, he fucking saw this shit up, dude.
And we had my grandpa had 180 acres down by Stratford.
Yeah.
And we
Was
would,
it covered in peach trees?
it was it really was.
Lucky.
And it had
He's got a thing for peaches.
I love peach.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for me. Oh,
How nice.
I love peaches.
fucking ninjas and shit.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love it.
Dude, I haven't even thought of that shit.
But
forever.
Yeah,
I remember
all every day.
going down
Really?
there
Yeah.
and
Sandstorm by Darude is always in my head. I don't know. I play that shit at work too.
Everyone's like,
And I found this fucking this like club mix of that Space Pants skit that was on Saturday Night Live. It's fucking it fucks, dude. Just blast that shit in the dock.
They've got to love it.
They do. Nobody complains, dude. I start playing like some weird shit, like some goddamn gallows or something. They're like, what the fuck is this satanic banjo shit you're playing? The fuck is that?
When I was working nights,
Other people are like, hey man, what was that satanic banjo shit you were playing? Well, that was pretty fucking cool. I'm like, yeah, man.
when I was working nights in the warehouse, I'd have like some techno bullshit on just to keep you awake. You know, you're like, everybody'd be like, what the fuck are you listening to?
Some of these out there bring like big ass Bluetooth speakers, man.
Uh-huh.
And I'll hook up to it and just play random shit. Fucking, there's this, I don't know if it's Vietnamese or Thai, but it's called a YPad Fetsu fan. It's called Ding Ding Dong. It just ding ding dong, ding dong, ding ding dong, dong ding dong. Everyone's like, what the fuck is that? It's got like horns and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for when I started working there, we could get away. We could wear headphones or earbuds because it was a graveyard, so there's nobody around. Yeah, yeah. And then they were like, "Oh, no, you can't wear those because you're driving on the forklift." I'm like, "Dude, there's 6 people in this whole warehouse.
I'm gonna see them."
Like, you know, and there would be warehouses I would go to. I'm the only person in there because it's 4 a.m.
Do you want to talk about when you found the other cool things?
What other cool things?
The things in the box that weren't supposed to be there?
I found some cool things out there too.
Some cool things.
I found some cool shit that I was like,
yes, those.
Found body armor.
Oh,
you found some BA?
I found night vision, and I think somebody was going to steal them because
you're in a warehouse. I'm in a maintenance dock.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Why?
Talk about somebody who's going to steal some
somebody was
shit.
definitely going to steal that. Because I opened up this box and it was supposed to be like blades, you know, engine blades, and I was gonna like because you. In the warehouse, you take it out of the big box because everything's boxed in a box and a box and a box. So you take them out of all the boxes till it's down to the one box.
Once you get to the box, there's a fucking bag.
Yeah.
And inside of that is a paper bag.
Yeah.
With foam in it.
Yeah. And so you take it out. We would take it down.
Maybe
to like,
he's not wrong about the inefficiency.
No, dude. Some of that shit's ridiculous.
No, because the blades, they used to, when I first got hired on, they were being a big box, just bare raw dog in life. and there was one time I was like over in 3001 or something, and then this guy was like, do you want to look at this, what happens when they like a blade has a microscopic scratch on it?
Yeah.
And they're like, if you look at the inefficiency in the engine, it's like whoop, you can see, because this one has scratches on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't perform as well as when they're individually wrapped and like, you know, sealed and not scratched.
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But there's a piece of landing gear that I fucking install.
I know.
That comes in a foam-lined box.
Yeah.
Inside that foam-lined box, it's wrapped up in a static bag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this rides on the bottom of the goddamn airplane on the fucking landing gear.
Yeah.
This bitch, it's a shock absorber of all fucking things. I mean, come on.
Right.
Like, it's designed to get fucked
This
up.
thing is, I guess they just want to give it a good life before it fucking
Right.
Before it sends it out.
Because
to the
I
place.
will say this, like this is why one on commercial flights, you know, when I fly, I'm like, we're fine, you know, but commercial does raw dog a lot of shit. With military, they fuck their shit up too, but they actually like, they take care of it where they'll take it and take it apart and rebuild it and then put it back on.
Yeah.
And commercial's kind of like, you're
tape.
good.
Speed
You're
tape,
good.
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's tape. I've been on a flight before where I've watched them tape the wing up, and I'm like,
Dude, after my fucking 11-hour layover in Chicago
yeah.
for my flight back to Oklahoma City, it fucking, like the whole plane, you could hear a whistle. Like it's like a high-pitched fucking whistle.
You're like, there's a leak.
And I was like, there's a hole in this motherfucker somewhere. And I noticed he was like flying like lower than the other
Normal.
flights were. Too. I'm like,
right.
there's a fucking hole in this airplane. I was like, God damn it. Why do I have to know this shit? You know?
Yeah, like, I don't want to know
That's
this.
like, we were talking the other day and he's like, yeah, you know, I got to get 8 bourbon shots deep before I fly because I'm scared of it. And I'm like, you know, I was in the military, so
No worries,
I've actually
dude.
we got to see the videos of what happens if you break up at landing. If you break up at takeoff,
Yeah.
it's different because this happens. If you break up at altitude, which is where you want to break up, it's horrific because like you get sucked out of the plane, your clothes get sucked off, your arms and legs get broken.
What gets sucked off?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not me.
But
Sign me up, buddy.
Yeah,
but
been
you're
real lonely and mauled.
but you're dead in like 5 to 10 seconds. So
It's a
literally,
beautiful death, dude.
it's like, oh, God, I'm gone.
It's like the anglerfish that came up to the top. Like, what does it want? What does it mean?
Yeah,
It's here. Why is it here? Is it the end of the world?
For you,
No,
it
it's
is.
a fucking fish. And they were posting that picture and made it look like it was huge. The fucker
What?
was like
that
this
thing's
big.
tiny. It is tiny.
I saw the picture of it in the guy's hand. I'm like, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah,
That's what I don't like.
I thought it was like a Volkswagen size, and then you got some dude holding it. It's like
tiny.
it's like 2 inches.
Average size.
It's an average size. It's a good size fish.
It's a good size fish.
No, I would say it's the size of like
That was at
a
least
biscuit,
That was at least
a tasty croissant.
that was at least a 6-inch fish.
No, that wasn't no.
Hey,
Are you
my
saying-
wife thinks that's a 6-inch
Are you saying
fish.
that fish was dick sized?
That fish was white dick size.
I'm not gonna lie. One time I was doing a project with a wife and I like measured something. I was like, oh, this is 6 inches, and she goes, okay, cool.
Noted.
She's like, huh?
About a month.
Cool. That's 6 inches.
About a month later, she's like, she hands me something. She goes, here's something that, I was like, hey, can you go get something about, the stick that's about 2 foot? And she goes, yep. And she brings this fucking massive stick over.
Where'd you get these foot tall beer cans at?
Yeah. And she goes, yeah, I brought you a 2 foot long stick. I was like, that's an 8 foot branch. What are you talking about, babe? I was like, how fucked up have I made your measuring skills? God damn it.
I'm surprised you weren't telling her it's in centimeters.
You tell someone your shoe size and European sizes one time, and then all of a sudden you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Millimeter?
No, it's I don't.
I don't
dude.
even know. It says EU. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's 43 EU. So
Fancy with your EU sizes.
It is actually millimeters. Yes.
Is it
That's
millimeters?
why-
Right.
I was gonna say I don't know how they've actually fucking.
It's like, how many thousandths is your foot?
or centimeters or something. But this motherfucker's always like the anti anything, and so he's like, oh, I have an Android.
Yeah.
like, gay.
Fucking loser. I noticed
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
texted me it was green.
Yeah,
Do you have
the
an iPhone?
fuck?
he's like,
Fuck yeah,
I'm
dude.
not poor.
Like
and it's
everybody
you have
else
an
in the world.
Android.
So what ended iPhones for me?
It's an iPhone 10 though.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to upgrade because I got a quad lock on it. It's like
Proud sponsor of the
$120
podcast.
case. God damn
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So I had an iPhone 6. It was like I'd got the first iPhone and I had all the way up to
Yeah,
6.
I had a 6
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
8 years ago.
So then it quit working.
I
And
had a 6S.
I replaced it with a 10 and I still got the same fucking 10.
I was like, I just needed them to replace what was wrong with the phone, fix it, because it was supposed to be underneath the fucking coverage of it. And they were like, nope. And it broke the night before at a wedding. And I was so fucking mad about it. And I was like, God, come on, man, the problem is because of this. Just fix the fucking phone. And he's like, so everybody can't do anything about it. And I was so fucking mad in the Apple store at the mall. I crushed that fucking phone in my hand. And like, as I'm crushing it, I was like, I'll get another phone. And he's like, hold on. Let me just go get you another phone for the back real fast. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Like, give that retard an Android. We're gonna make all this
Android.
text green.
I saw that. I was like, God.
I have had
Yeah.
so many fucking Androids. Well, I had 3 since my iPhones. I went through an iPhone every
Yeah,
year.
see, they're not good.
Yeah.
I've only had 3 of them.
You've had to replace them. Only 3.
Yeah, I went through like 6 iPhones, and then I got a.
Mr. Zero Turn Mower.
Hey, you're fucking
Can't afford an iPhone.
your fucking last Android.
You can finance it. You can afford it.
Yeah,
your
that's
last
firm.
Android before you finally replaced it. That fucking piece of shit needed to be replaced for like 7 years. You're like, oh, it won't charge. Only a quarter of the screen works.
Yeah, dude, I was just refusing. I was like, I've gotten to that point where I was like, I don't care. It's a fucking phone. It'll be all right.
What sounds more like AI-ish though? Like fucking Android or
Yeah.
iPhone?
Android's
Android's
logo.
a fucking
Android's
robot.
logo was a robot.
It's a
It
fucking
is a
robot.
robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Did you know that all Androids, if you go into the boot files of them, have a picture of a Chihuahua? Everyone.
I don't know that because I would never have one.
Yeah. Because we have iPhones.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't.
Like
They're
like
sleek.
real people.
They're sleek. They're beautiful.
I know there's some subculture of
It works. It
fucking
calls
people that have androids.
Yeah.
You go outside the country though. It's what's weird is everyone else is no iPhones. They're all just like, oh yeah, I just have a phone.
Yeah, the world is different outside of America.
I've only been out of the country once, and it was like, I don't know, a good 3 miles into Canada.
Yeah. You're like, I have to get a passport
got-
to go
I was
here.
like, I'm not going to be,
Then I got scared and I had to go back.
because I was like, I'm not going to be across the street from this motherfucker and not try to go.
yeah.
So we got a real cunty lecture from a fucking border guard. And she's like, where's your passport? I'm like, I don't fucking have one. Where's your birth certificate? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Call my mom. Where were you born? Like, what the fuck, lady?
Did you go to Canada without a passport?
Yeah, I got in with the Oklahoma driver's license.
Yeah.
I'm shocked
No
by
shit.
that.
I showed them my military, like my fucking
Somebody
cat card, my DOD ID.
Yeah.
And they didn't give a fuck about that. She's like, driver's license. She was a bitch, too. She fucking like chewed us out for not having passports or
Yeah.
birth certificates and shit. And I was like, what do you want to do in Canada? I'm like, fucking geese, poutine, fucking check shit out.
drink beer, fuck your mom.
Fucking Molson Ice. Goddamn. Molson sucks, by the way.
What is it?
Molson.
What's Molson?
It's a
Canadian
Canada beer.
beer.
Oh, okay.
Fucking awful.
It's like it'd be like a Keystone Light.
No, don't talk about Keystone like that, dude. It's fucking terrible.
It'd be like a Milwaukee's Beast warm.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm
My
like,
It
My
is
first
pretty rough.
actual full beer was a Milwaukee's Best.
I
fucking-
tried to get this motherfucker to go to Mexico.
Labatt.
No, I
Labatt
did-
Blue sucks too.
Little bad stuff. Yeah.
I
did go
tried to get this motherfucker to go to Mexico the right way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go one of these days.
No, we were down there, and
it
I'm
won't
like,
be the
"Come
right
on."
way.
No. I'm like, "Come on, let's go." I found a place. I'm like, "I'm going over to Mexico," and
Shit, I pissed in the fucking Rio Grande for like 4 days.
and he's like,
Damn, continuously?
I got to see a doctor, man.
Oh shit. You might have a kidney problem.
so I crossed, allegedly crossed.
Allegedly.
Yeah, hey man.
I'm like, I want
Canada
to.
let me in.
I want to see. I want to see how hard it is. So I go across, and I'm like, "Come on, I might get my shoes wet. I don't know how to swim. I'm scared."
These are all facts.
Did you carry him on your shoulders?
No,
Like a real friend would?
Thank you.
No,
Thank
fuck
you.
that. Fuck that dude.
Yeah, you
fuck
come hang
that
out with-
dude. I took a picture of me on one side and him on the other,
Because I was like, that's as far as I'm getting down into it.
we're like, this is the farthest we've ever been apart.
and then I went back. Yeah, and then I went back and I called my Mexican wife and told her I was more of a wetback than she was because I had crossed the Rio Grande.
Dude, so Canada sucks. I've been there and
Yeah.
it's cold.
We did. We
some
did.
of the shit was pretty. But
We did
like,
cross at a border crossing, and some guy rode us across,
but
and then we
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we rode a donkey.
Yeah.
I did eat poutine in Canada.
How was she?
It sucked. You know where I ate it at? I ate it at fucking Hooters in Ontario.
I'm not a fan of poutine. The gravy throws me off.
Dude, it was cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was
It's
like,
weird.
what the fuck?
It's supposed to be hot.
I asked her, I said, I said, I'm not from here and I've eaten poutine before, but like, is this a fucking Canada thing? Is this supposed to be cold? She's like, no. She's like, is
Hey.
it cold? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I was like, it's cool, man. I'll heat it up later. She's like, no.
You're like, I'll
She
suffer through
insisted-
it.
She insisted on bringing me fucking this hot ass fucking boiling thing of poutine.
So
right?
you got cold and then
So I had it
blisteringly
in a
hot.
fucking box, and we're parked like a mile from this motherfucker. It's 14 degrees outside, right?
Yeah.
I go out there, and there's a fucking homeless dude. He's got a sign. He's like, I was like, hey, bud, you like poutine? He's like, oh, I'm like, fucking here you go, dude. So I fed a Canadian homeless guy. If you've never been to Ontario, Ontario is like
Best episode.
Ontario is like Branson North, dude. No shit. And
Right, right.
It was like off season, so nothing's fucking open. There was a place called the Poutineery.
Right.
I was like, I want to eat there, but it was closed for the season.
right.
Only place open was fucking Hooters,
Yeah.
and there's some weird shaped motherfuckers up there, dude.
Yeah.
They were not.
Niagara Falls is pretty cool though.
The falls was beautiful.
Falls was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's funny because you went in the wintertime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I
like
went
the,
like
the
January.
because I was up there in the winter. My brother lived in Buffalo, and so like the ice that gets covered from the spray, and it's like,
Glistening.
27 inches thick worth of.
Jesus.
What was cool is we fixed the plane and then we flew on it.
Yeah.
And we flew over the falls and shit. You couldn't see a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because of like the
Because
spray.
of the fucking, when it comes over, it throws this big
spray
mist
and
up.
throws the mist up. Yeah.
And like, it just got get cloudy right there. But it was cool. They were like, oh, yeah, you guys fix this plane, huh? Well, yeah, we're done. You guys want to fly on it tomorrow? I'm like, I thought it was like a trick question. I'm like, fuck yeah, we do. Like, all right, be back at 12. I'm like, oh, shit.
oh,
right.
fuck. I guess I got to get up and do
Guess we're going to
shit.
fly on this thing.
Have you? Is that the first time you've been on one?
Well, one of the planes I work on, yeah.
What? Wait.
You're like, actually, I'm good, dude.
Yeah, I got sent up there for work to fix a plane up in Niagara Falls. So
Yeah.
we went up here and fixed it. And they're like,
You've been
"Oh."
on the airframe before, though.
I'm on the plane every day, but I've never been off the ground. I've never flown on it. I've never flown. Before then, I'd never flown.
What?
Yeah, I work on fucking airplanes, and I've never flown until this year, dude. And I flew on 5 fucking planes in a week. I was scared to fly.
He's like, I'm worn the fuck out.
I was scared to fucking fly until I understood like how they work and shit. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, this is some fucking cables and shit. All right, fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't know, dude.
Yeah. You haven't lived till you've flown on a Alaskan mail plane.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
That's on one of my goals.
that was good times.
Oh, my fucking Dillon, dude. I figure.
Dude, I'm boring as fuck, dude. I just sit in my fucking haunted house and drink beer. I get up and go to fucking work, and I come back and do the same thing. Occasionally, I ride a motorcycle or two, but
I love the fact,
allegedly.
Yeah, I love the fact that this is like the most non-motorcycle episode we've ever done.
You're like,
With
like, so what do you ride? I'm like, fuck Elon Musk.
Your mom.
You ever been bit by a lizard?
Have you ever been bit by a lizard?
Yeah.
He's
You
like,
haven't?
every day.
No.
Your house lizards don't bite you?
Yeah. Your house lizards, they come up and serve you your dinner. And shit.
I've never seen them in the house, but there are like salamander things that live out.
Yeah, the
out
little,
in the
yeah,
yard.
the little
little
guys,
house
yeah.
geckos.
Because I have like a retaining wall,
Uh-huh.
and I see them on there. Like, oh,
Yeah, there's a
lizards.
bunch of them that live on this side of the house.
I just call them wall lizards. That's where I see them all the time.
You're like they're adjacent to the
They're
lot
different.
lizards.
They're different from the kitchen.
What makes you think I
lizards.
wasn't talking about a lot lizard, man? You ever been bit by one of them?
You're like, I paid extra for it.
Good thing that bitch didn't have her teeth in.
Joke's on you. I'm into that, lady.
When we went out to get the burrito, when we went out to Arizona to get a burrito and came back. Did you see any lot lizards the entire time we were out there?
I slept that whole trip. I don't know, what you're talking about.
Man, people are
Because
actually.
you're like, I'm gonna drive 27 hours.
So I don't know. I'm really late to this, but I just recently discovered Reddit.
Yeah, that's how you're getting your porn now.
No,
Same.
well, so I was like looking for like,
No,
I was like, okay, so
well.
this is I started typing in Oklahoma. I'm looking for like Oklahoma motorcycle stuff, Oklahoma chopper shit. It just comes up Oklahoma NS or NSFW,
Yeah.
Oklahoma swingers, Oklahoma hot wives. I was like, what the fuck? Oklahoma gone wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on that shit, and they're like, meet me at this quick stop, and I'll suck your dick. And I'm like, not going there.
There,
It's like,
dude,
I'll be in the second stall, Bob.
Yeah,
I
glory hole. I'm like, fuck.
I have been on Reddit. I don't know, for 15, 20 years, longer than that actually.
Didn't even know about it.
So,
I don't have a
I'm
Twitter
too
either,
old for
so, yeah.
Reddit. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, he keeps going like so.
Well, the way I got on it, this dude at work was like, "Yeah, man." He was
I
showing
got
me
my
this.
dick sucked.
He was showing me something on Twitter.
I had CVS and it was amazing.
He was showing me this chick's tits on Twitter, right? And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man!" I was like, and then like, so I tried to download Twitter. I downloaded. I've never had a Twitter, so I downloaded
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like got a parental lock on it, and I can't figure out how to fucking turn it off.
Yeah, you got
So
to
he was
email
like-
Elon.
I was
to
like,
turn
well,
it
maybe
off.
it'll. He was like, well, check it out on Reddit. And I'm like,
What's
what's
Reddit?
that? Wow. Tell you what,
I love this journey for us.
anything you want to see, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Anything you want to see. Clown
Anything.
pussy? You want a clown pussy?
Yeah, I was on there this morning.
You want clown pussy?
Yeah, r/crown pussy, dude.
Dude, it's on there.
I keep
So
trying.
whenever I get on there and I see like one user online, it's you.
Exactly.
I knew
This serial
this goes
killer.
back to the
hang on, hang
juggalo
on.
shit right here.
Yeah, exactly. Because this serial killer is watching his fucking porn without any sound.
Can't wake the wife up.
It's got to be quiet. No noise whatsoever.
I can't alert the sheriff.
He gets it so well.
hey, I was married for 10 years. I understand this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be quiet. and things,
You just got to do it while Rex is fucking the pillow. Then she won't hear. All she'll hear is she'll think, "Oh, Rex is at it again."
So I mean this in the most respectful way, but that fat ass dog is still fucking things.
Yeah, dude.
God.
Oh, this
He's
is my
going
favorite
to
episode.
town on
Yeah,
this
dude.
pillow.
He'll probably fuck it on the way out when you're leaving. When he gets anxious, he'll start fucking his bed.
He's like, "Where's he going?"
So during tornadoes and shit, whenever I'm like trying to get everything
just
ready,
fucks the house.
he's just fucking his bed everything. So there was one that was over in War Acres at one point.
I tried to cheer him on one time. But
Get it, boy.
He kind of growled at me. I was over there. I was like, "Yeah, you tell it who's boss. You get it." And he's like, "Arr."
He's like, I don't need any coaching on how to fuck. I've been watching long enough.
I've been doing this.
"Shut up. We don't make sounds in this house."
I don't know how to say this the right way, so I'm just going to say it a little bit. So when I was before I met my wife, before I met my wife, I lived with my dad because I was a teenager. So I was fucking very quietly in my house that I live with my dad. So I've been kind of trained that fucking is quiet.
My sock never made a sound.
Never made a sound. So I keep waiting. She's at home now. I keep waiting for her to walk in and slap shit out of me.
I told my daughter I was going to do a podcast. I was like, she's going to ask me which one. I'm like, you can't listen. They never called me. I don't know.
I got lost in the city waiting for him.
You're like, I don't know.
I was at City Bites the other day in my hoodie, and the lady goes, "What's your hoodie about?" I was like, "Oh, it's me and my best friend, and we do a podcast together." And she's like, "Oh, well, I'll look it up." And I was like, "Oh, well, cool." And then she goes, "I'm gonna have my grandson look it up." And I go, "How old's your grandson?" And she goes, 9. I was like, "Don't have him look it up.
He's gonna love it."
Yeah, don't have him look it up, and don't have him listen to it. You could just go figure it out on your own because it is not for that kid."
He knows.
Let the boy watch.
His blankets
He's
are
got to
like
learn some way.
his blankets are like cardboard. They're
You want him to
all-
learn from the streets or from somebody you trust?
Let him learn like I learned from watching my father.
And my
Let
father
the
before that
boy
father.
watch.
My pappy. Oh, my God. God damn it.
Oh, okay.
That was a long stretch.
Oh, dude. So, the government.
Yeah, fuck them, right? I mean, no.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, they're keeping the lights. Yeah, shut that fucking door, man.
God damn. Well, the fucked up thing is
He was
Are
born
you
in-
trying to get doged right here in your own fucking
Yeah,
house?
he is. Yeah, the fucked up thing is we've had this thing for 6 months, and he's like, "I need to switch the door on."
Yeah.
No.
Switch the door. You can buy refrigerator
No.
parts. Do they do that?
No, you just take the hinges off one side and you
Oh,
flip it to the other
gee.
side.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Dude,
It is.
life change. I don't want to talk about
It
fridge,
is.
Hey,
especially
yeah.
after
There's so much silent masturbation going on. He has no time for anything else.
The things you learn after like fucking a whole life of not knowing, like you can switch the direction of a refrigerator door.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just take it's like 8 screws. Do you know what? Tomorrow, I probably won't do it.
No, you won't.
I wouldn't either. I'd be like, well, that's how it is.
He's gonna be like, really need to switch that, and then next time he's gonna be like, I really need to switch that, and that's the
There's
loop
an
we're in.
immense amount of I really need to do's in my life, and there is a really slim amount of getting shit done.
You know, hey, you know what his dad used to do? His dad used to rebuild KZP engines.
Yeah, he told me that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Earlier.
So I was talking to him on the phone about it the other day. And he immediately was like, "I'm not helping you with any of that fucking bike." He goes,
You know, and you know what you tell him? Good. Have fun with your fucking dragster, bitch.
yeah." He keeps trying to fit me to that fucking car, and I'm just like, "Nope." Now,
So tell me more. Is it front engine? Or
no,
is
it's
it
a rear engine dragster.
It's not like slingshot.
Nah, so this tire is from a slingshot dragster though. Yeah. So this is a vintage piece. So a guy when he was in his early 20s,
Fancy
Jimmy Nix
tire.
III was a top fuel dragster driver, and he had a slingshot, and that's what this tire was off of. And then so my dad had a rear engined Tony Caceres chassis when he was in he got it built in 76. So that was a super compact dragster, and then he sold it whenever we were going through bankruptcy when I was a kid. He'd been wanting to get one for a while, and now he's gotten one. And I keep going. You're gonna sell this one through bankruptcy again.
He's gonna sell this one.
He refinanced his house to buy a dragster because he's retired. So he's like, oh, I took another loan out.
That's badass though.
He's
Won't-
gonna.
He won't
Run
listen.
it, he's gonna make a pass, run 190 straight into
It's a fucking
Jesus'
sand trap
arms.
at the end. He's
In the arms of an angel.
Is he a starving dog?
Yeah.
Did you the amount of people that go, who chose the song for the reel about the KCP dying? I was like, you want to know what's fucked up though? Is that he was sitting with me and we're eating lunch and I'm about to post a picture and I keep about to get the song loaded up and I had shitty reception and I'm about to load it and mine won't load and his is a little better and he's loading it and
Because I have an iPhone.
yeah, because you have an iPhone. And
They work.
And all of a sudden I hear "In the Arms of," and I was like, "You son of a bitch! You picked my song." So I had to pick something else. But
Dude, when you were just with your toes just
did you see that reel? Dude,
I was like, oh, I like that bike.
it will live again, but I'm just like, God damn it!
Will it though?
Oh yeah, well,
No.
It's gonna go out back.
No.
It's gonna
Before
go in
long,
the,
it'll be out
it's
there.
gonna go in the
The
graveyard.
Be
amount of
next to the
people-
mini bike.
Yeah. We got it from a graveyard in Methville in Washington, Oklahoma.
Oh my god, me and fucking Tyler one time went to Spencer
Oh,
to get an FXR that he had bought, which was the most god awful looking fucking bike ever.
Right.
But the price was right. So.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
FXR, dude, like fucking
yeah.
FXR sub $3,000
Fuck it, yeah.
doesn't matter. It's
Flip
right.
'em, babe.
Yeah.
So we get there and it's like we're up in Spencer, it's like this like trailer park looking shit.
Yes,
And like
it's
everything,
Spencer.
every other one is burned down. We pull up with the trailer and this dude's standing in the yard with a fucking axe. And he just starts waving us back. And I'm like, is that the guy? He's like, I don't know, man. I was like, did you bring your gun? He's like, yeah. I was like, fuck, man, good. 'Cause I only got a knife. I was like, I only have a knife.
See what he does? He brings someone with a gun.
I usually have.
Dude, I
What?
can't take a gun with me to work. Though,
I know, yeah.
Or else I would have
Yeah.
one on me at fucking all times.
Yeah, that does suck.
Like, I hate it, man. Like, I
Yeah.
don't even wear my belt knife there, you know?
I know.
But like, when
I had a
we
holster
went there,
in the
though,
car
I
one
had a
time. They
fucking-
freaked out.
yeah. You know, I've only been searched at the gate once. And it was when I first bought that car. They
This
were like,
time.
there ain't shit in here. I'm
No,
like, yeah, I just bought it. Fuck.
Yeah,
I haven't had
I
time
got
to fuck it
last
up
night.
yet. But yeah, he fucking like was waving us in there and shit. And he's like, oh, it's in that building. And I'm like, you keep an eye on this motherfucker. I'm gonna go in and make sure it's here. You watch my back. I go in there and I'm like, yeah, it's in here. So he comes in. And
It's in here and they're touching my butthole.
he's like, yeah, man, this thing's the baddest bike around, man. The old boy down the street built it. It's a bad motherfucker. It was like fucking blue with these awful silver flames like, that didn't really look like flames. It looked like
Did it look like the
a-
back of a bad Simpson helmet?
They were kind of like staticky looking fucking.
What?
Right.
It was garbage, dude. It had fucking. It got parted real quick. It got parted out
it's
real
not.
quick.
It's so bad. It's not even the wolf tank.
It
It's
was
worse.
than the wolf tank. There's not much. I had to have that fucking wolf tank though too.
I kind of
When
want
he-
it for the fucking studio now.
When he bought it, I was like, no fucking way. He's gonna run it, dude, on that chopper.
I'm gonna go take it from him.
No, because then he'll bomb another fucking tank from me. Dude. I'm like, well, you better weld the fat bobs back there, fat bob mounts back on, because that's all I've got left. You don't want an Indian Larry tank, I guess.
The Indian Larry tank is pretty fucking cool though.
I do have this one set of fat bobs that are pretty bitchin'. They're fucked up though. They're like panhead tanks that were. I bought this fucked up ironhead tweaker chopper that was like covered in panhead shit. It had a panhead oil tank, panhead tanks on it, and it was allegedly it had a California title. So I believe the story that it was from California because the title.
Right.
But the dude that painted it's like blue candy with like these weird blue flames in it.
Okay.
And the way the painter will always sign it in little ways. His is a little dude, like this little hippie guy that has a pot leaf over his like
Dick?
shit.
Yeah.
And his dick's hanging out and he's flipping the bird. And he's like
Johnny
running.
Chippo?
Yeah,
It's kind of like,
that's
yeah.
all I was thinking of.
It's just like this little fucking green dude
Jay's
fucking
shaking
running.
Darius, fucking painted it.
He's got a little weed leaf over his dick, but his dick is sticking out, you know,
Right.
and he's flipping the bird. I'm like, that's fucking badass. I will keep that forever. It's one of those things. I bought that bike for $500, and I made like $3,000 parting it out.
Yeah.
So good times.
The amount of that shit that happens where you're like, I bought this car for this one thing and I made all that money back.
I like to make
Real
people
low.
just insulting offers on shit.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
but then
sometimes works.
they're like, okay,
Sometimes like,
and you're like,
right.
fuck, I wasn't expecting that.
yeah, you're like, well, fuck, all right. And you pull it
'Cause
out your
I
pocket.
will-
You know, here it is.
Yeah, so I don't have Facebook
Yes. So he uses my Facebook.
because of
Smart move.
the
Thanks.
job, and so I will. But I
It's a
can.
job. I have one.
Are we friends on Facebook? Yeah. No, we are. Never mind.
Are you my friend?
Yeah. I'm going to poke you here in a little bit.
You care me? I care you.
I'd carry you.
me?
I would carry you. It might
He
not
no
be.
care. He no care me.
He no carry.
I work with a lot of Asians,
yeah.
so I hear he don't care me. You making me the pissed off. Yeah, well, you're making me the pissed off.
Fucking ching chong.
No,
You shut the fuck off. I'm like,
So
okay, I'll try.
I have a clearance, and so
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's just easier.
Oh, you're fancy.
I'm fancy.
Yeah, I'm just a big gas station.
Um,
You one of them radar boys.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so I had one a long time ago, got rid of it, never got it back, and so yeah, for some reason I can look at Marketplace.
He can look at it and then get
And-
the link and then send it to me and go,
My
So,
dad does the same.
I will start doom scrolling, and I'll be like, I'll send him this stuff, and I'm like, offer him 200, and he
dude,
this
I don't
motherfucker
think
does
he-
not know the concept of lowballing
no,
or
you,
haggling.
you don't understand what
I
I
do
did.
understand. You offer them 200, and when they tell you I could buy 2 cheeseburgers for that, you're like, well, you want 2 cheeseburgers or you want these nuts?
2 cheeseburgers for $200.
I mean,
That'd be a
it was-
badass cheeseburger.
It's called a Royale with cheese. So
Royale
there was
cheese.
this goofy thing on the front of his Jeep that was this little plate that has it embossed in metal, was what we thought, that said Jeep. And it was like, well, that should be there. So I found some guy was parting a fucking YJ out.
Got a Jeep. It says Jeep on it.
I found a guy that was parting one out down in like Washington, and so I sent him the link. I was like, hey, ask this guy, offer him $25.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, I need this part. How much do you want for it? Because I was like, if he's going to go like, oh, I just want $10 for it first. That's how I approached it. I'm like, because like the guy that had the KZP you sent me the first time, I was like, yeah, no, I'm working on the fact I'm going to drop him like, I'll buy it for $150 today. Like,
Yeah, because everybody, if you're selling shit, price it for at least $50 more than you want. Actually,
yeah.
want.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's always the first cut, unless it's a vehicle,
yeah.
which is the first cut's gonna be like $500.
Oh yeah. No,
Right.
if I'm looking at a
If
car,
you want $2,500 for it, price it at $35.
because I'm gonna come in at like $1,200.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make you obscenely mad about it.
yeah.
Like-
I like to piss people off like that.
Like I've gone to go buy shit where I thought I might get in a fight about how bad the negotiations.
Bitch, you agreed to this shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I've
here
told him,
because you told me to come.
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna come.
you to come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
Bear puss.
Bear bus. So he was like, we were looking for this fucking part.
Just bear puss in that water.
Bear Puss Creek.
I was out here bear pussing in the moonlight.
Dude, I'm so
But
glad.
my titties are special.
And then I'm up there singing karaoke with the fucking ancient
Whole lot of
Like-
Rosie, ACDC.
Like,
yeah.
this is-
Who
this-
did you pick it?
Yep.
This,
I was like, who's up? I was like, whose fucking ass picked it?
this is how pornos or horror stories start.
I was walking down there. She's like, "Come on down." I was like, "Hey, we're going swimming, boys. Let's go." She's like, "I swim." Because first she was like, "Let's go swim in the creek." I was like, "Nah." She's like, "I swim naked." I'm like, "Hey,
Come on.
hey, Nate, let's go, bud." I mean, never mind. Delete.
No.
Yep. Hey, unnamed white pants guy.
They pisses in cans.
Hey, white pants guys.
Come on down.
Let's go down to the creek. She's gonna get naked, you know. I have never seen anyone do what she did.
We're so far in, you could just spill it all out.
Goes down there and just fucking strips down, just bare puss, and leaves her shirt on to go swimming.
I mean,
What the fuck? That's the opposite of what I expected, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And she's out there, you gonna get in? I'm like, nah, man.
Now the water is infected, dude.
I see
like-
you're out there just bare pussing that water.
to be
She's
fair,
like, well-
all you could see was the carport over the puss.
God, dude. When she fell down, oh my God. And my dumb ass made the mistake of helping her out of the fucking water.
You could have let that woman drown.
That bitch latched onto my arm and walked all the way back up to the fucking. I was like, here's your friend. Hey, we gotta go.
When you walked back up, I was like, I think Dillon.
No, Dylan didn't do nothing.
I was like, Dillon.
Delonius. Delonius, what have you done? I'm like, nothing. Nothing, bro.
Delonius is how you're going in my fucking phone now.
So I was with this girl and we went to the Bomb. You guys
Yeah.
familiar with the Bombardier?
The Bombardier.
So this is a couple weeks ago. We're in there, and this other, like this older dude, like he wasn't really older, I guess. He was Mopin's age, probably. He had a cane though, right?
Definitely mom
had
at his
a-
age.
He had a pretty decent looking old lady, man.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm in there with this
This
chick.
is Blake Bell's dad.
I hope I'm not incriminating anyone because this dude. I talked to the guy a little bit. Yeah, what's up? And his old lady's been real friendly, man. You know, let's go play darts. Okay.
He's like, I want to
Well,
watch
fuck
you fuck
yeah,
my
man.
wife.
I'm already fucking lit, right? I don't drink liquor because I had years back. I had a bit of an issue with it, so I tried to stay away. But fucking for some goddamn reason, I've been drinking shots. I was like, all right,
That night?
yeah,
Or
like
just
that date, like
Yeah.
like fucking men, dude. Like it was happening. So I'm over there for a little bit and I start throwing darts. And fucking start
episode
rubbing
Red-
on my fucking
Episode of
shoulder
Red
and
Shoe
shit.
Diaries coming on.
So
What's up, Mr. Peters?
the girl,
Emmanuel does the bomb.
the girl I was there with, she came up. She goes, "Hey," I was like, "What's up?" She goes, "We gotta go." I was like, "What?" She's like, "They're trying to fuck us. We gotta go." And I'm like,
Why are
"Hell
we
yeah, man!" And she's like, "Yo, get the fuck out of the door."
Why
I
are
was
we
like,
not
okay.
letting them fuck us?
I was like, "She's kind of high." I'm like, "Sorry about you, but
Why are you being such a fucking prude?
he might do a trick with that cane. You never know, man." That thing might fucking have a switch on it. It might
He's-
vibrate, you know?
He's like, I popped 2 Viagra. We're good.
he
He's
wasn't that old, though, man. Like, he was like, I'm a wounded war vet. Me and my wife are just out having a good time.
Fletwana. I brought her
What you-
back.
I caught shrapnel in my
Oh,
schlong.
what you drinking, big fella?
Is that what he told you?
So, I like my beer like I like my women, sir. Cheap. She's like, let's go throw darts. I'm like, okay.
Was his wife's name Mei Ling?
I don't know.
Was she
their-
Korean? From the country, not the bars. Because that's what
So-
everybody agree when they would get married to a Korean.
Here in a minute, me and the girl I was there with, we took like a fucking picture together, you know, and that gal jumped in the back of it, so I'll show you. She's like, it's a group picture. I was like, it's about to be a group something.
So me and a buddy go out to a concert one night. You weren't there, but you've heard the story. So we go out to a concert at an unnamed venue for an unnamed band.
Oh yeah,
So very vague. So we go out and we're partying.
ICP.
It was
Yeah,
Tool.
ICP.
It was Tool, Billy. It was Tool.
Oh.
Did you know Billy hates Tool?
Does he?
Yeah, he'll be
Oh.
listening at this point, but yeah, he
The
hates
fucking
Tool.
end of it.
I know.
Yeah,
He doesn't listen this long.
Yeah,
Huh?
Billy's
Billy
gonna be
doesn't
over it.
listen this long.
Billy's
No,
probably asleep.
no, Billy will be listening the whole way
Okay.
through.
Oh.
But like,
What's up, Billy?
I thought it was
What's up,
just
Billy?
me and Nate.
I was about to say.
No,
I listened all, dude. The 4 hour one.
Yeah.
all the way through, bro.
I
Not in
can't-
one sitting, but
Yeah,
well, no,
yeah,
I get
obviously,
there.
like I had to edit that one, and
oh,
it took
dude,
a long
you
time.
you guys can't just edge me for hours. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish every episode. I'm like, they're gonna say my name this time.
I didn't know. I
know it.
I didn't
I know
realize
it.
that I needed to do it as much as anyway. On
He's
future
like,
notes.
fuck you, Dylan. Dylan can fuck himself. I'm like, yeah.
so so I had people message me I took off of work to listen to that 4-hour episode with Devin. I was like, oh,
It was a good one, dude.
Yeah, it was good.
Even when he was talking about his anal fucking
Priya.
fucking problem he had, I was like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with his butthole
Yeah.
shit.
it was butt cyst. Yeah.
So we're
I was like, wow, I wouldn't have told everybody that.
he goes at the end of
Surprisingly, a lot of people actually listen to this.
yeah, he was like, oh, we'll see how many people listen. Then you found out.
Yeah.
People would be like,
It's like
well,
one of our top episodes.
No, it's the top episode. It is outranked the other one that was the top.
I'll meet him one of these. I'm like, dude, you're the guy with the butt cyst. All right. Yeah.
He's super cool. So we're
Although you said he's like 8'9" or something.
yeah,
He's 8'12".
Jesus Christ, dude. I have a cousin that's
He's
6'8".
He's like a slim 550. You know,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
you know, I mean, because it's 8'12".
He'll listen to all this
He's a
one,
big.
too.
He's a big.
Is he the
boy.
fucking Undertaker?
dude, he is.
I mean,
he's
you know-
proportionally sized, like where you're like, oh, he's a big old boy.
That's a big motherfucker.
But
I mean,
yeah, like when you
I
like when
feel
you
like
shake
I'm,
his hand.
I feel like I'm 4 foot when I'm standing next to him.
kind of
yeah.
short though.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it,
Where you,
but
where you
still,
hitting like 5'6"?
what? I am 5'7" and 3/4. Fuck you, Dillon.
Everybody's going, yep, I got to that part. I knew he was an asshole.
Fucking dick. Only
He
took
looks
2
like an
hours and
asshole
50
and-
fucking
Delete
minutes.
this whole episode.
Yep. Straight to trash.
hold on. Everybody, just remind Gilly how short Gilly is.
Gilly is like
Gilly's really
5'4".
short. You've seen Gilly before? You know how short Gilly is. You know,
He is almost midget short.
Yeah, he's very.
My ex-wife,
Yeah,
4'11".
So she's right into midget.
I'm 6'1".
she was she
shit.
was a firecracker, wasn't she? Because
Yes, you were telling me about this
in
earlier.
That range, she had an attitude problem.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're really good friends though.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
for real, me and my ex-wife, she's one of my best friends actually. Weird, right?
That is
No, not really.
Yeah.
weird.
We were married for 10 years. He got divorced. And I was like, okay. I don't hate you or nothing. Well, you know, it just didn't work out.
She's like, I hate you.
Nah,
Oh, that was
we,
just
we,
mine.
we were never that. And I was like, well, yeah, we're not getting into it. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're good friends though. Honestly,
They live in the same town.
yeah.
I mean,
Hell, I let her
you
live
do
with me
live
for
a-
an hour, or not an hour. I let her live with me for a year.
I was like, well, that's not what you said earlier.
Once she got divorced from her second husband,
Nice.
let her, she didn't have a place to go. So I was like, you're not gonna be fucking homeless. Come on.
I'm not gonna let the kids go visit their homeless mom behind the McDonald's.
You can live in the living room. I mean, it is the living room of all things. You know?
Just tell Fred the ghost that you don't want to talk about spider demons.
She had already lived there for 12 years. So
She knew.
she knew all about it.
She's like, I'm back.
Like,
The ghosts are like, fuck.
remember earlier when I told you I traded my 50 Ford for a Shovelhead?
Yeah.
That was right when I got divorced. And at the moment, I thought we weren't getting along so good. I was like, she might take my house. So I'm not going to have anywhere to keep this car. So I'm just going to trade it for the
A
fucking
motorcycle.
bike. Yeah.
That makes it where it's easier for you to put.
Which was crazy because I got on Craigslist, which was a thing back then.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
this thing
Yeah.
called Craigslist,
Craigslist.
back then.
yeah.
I loved Craigslist because you
I
could
typed
really haggle with people
You
or
could
get a hooker.
lot of shit out.
What was crazy? I typed in Harley trade, and my Shovelhead popped up, and it said really looking for 49 to 51 Ford 2-door, and I was like, "Fuck, that's what
You're
I
like,
have."
Yeah, like-
I
I messaged that dude. I was like, "Dude, you ain't gonna fucking believe this."
yeah.
You're like, am I the guy for you?
Don't know his name. He lives in Mustang though. It's in Mustang now.
Let's go back and look for it.
Pretty sweet shoebox, dude.
Yeah, dude, I love a fucking good shoebox for those.
Yeah.
Those are just such good.
I traded in that and a parts car.
Damn.
I had two of them.
And you got a shovel head? Yeah. A single shovel head?
A Shovelhead. It's fucking mint though.
I mean,
Nobody ever sees it because I don't.
Where
get
is it?
out. It's in my shed, bro.
So how many bikes do you have?
Fucking lot. Don't ask me that question because I got to count, dude. Like I got a bunch.
That's like whenever someone would go, "How many cars do you have at your house?" I'm like, "How many cars do I have at the house, or how many cars do I have?"
There was at one time I had 13 bikes,
Oh shit!
and
Damn.
one of the guys at work asked me that. How many bikes you got? Huh? I was like 13. He's like, "How much? Do you have any Harleys?" I'm like,
13.
13 of them. It cracks me up, you know. It's like, how come you didn't ride your bike to work? Well, how come you didn't drive your fucking boat to work, asshole? Fuck. They think I got to. Oh, you got a bike. You better ride it every day. You know.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
a biker. I never said I was a fucking biker. You said I was.
That is infuriating to me whenever someone's like, "Oh, you're not on your motorcycle today." I'm like,
Bitch,
dude, it's cold.
It is
I
80
haven't-
mile an hour crosswinds down 240.
Yeah.
Absolutely
That's
not.
fucking absolutely not. I
No
didn't wanna-
shit. The other day, I saw a guy on a fucking Sportster on 177. I was like, no fucking
Yeah.
way.
That
the
dude's got
balls
There,
on that
there
guy,
was
dude.
there was a guy riding Friday. I saw.
There was a guy on base riding a little Rebel 250 too.
Yeah.
But it was an
Damn.
airman. He was all fucking camoed out. I
Yeah.
was like, he ain't going far. But that dude I saw on 177, I was like,
There's a guy
the
that
fucking balls on him.
that I
Yeah,
know.
that crosswind fucking last weekend and even today.
Yeah.
No fucking
Yeah,
joke.
there's a guy that I work with. We're not in the same department, but he rides a trike. He's got a.
Where's
he's
your
got,
back at, Spanky? Is it that gray one?
No, it's the yellow one.
Oh, it says Ghost on the tag?
yeah, yeah.
I know where you work at now.
Well, no, he works over at
I have-
3001.
I've located you.
You know where I work. I work over in the hangar.
Yeah, we're over in a building over there.
Yeah.
Over off
Work-
of Douglas.
Work over in that hangar all the way down at the end.
Yeah, I work at the one over yonder.
You work 3001, don't you?
No,
No,
Are you on the
Are you-
opposite side of the base?
no,
you 21, 20.
240
Oh, you're in 240.
systems
Okay,
make shit work.
I'm in. I'm in 2136.
When they leave my building, they go fly. I'll bring the babies to life.
Yeah,
Fucking planes
same.
are old as shit.
Old as shit.
Fucking old ass.
How
Yeah.
old is your airframe?
Old
The-
60s.
The oldest one I work on is a
Probably 68.
1957 model. The newest I work on is 1962.
Damn.
Actually, we have a few 63s.
Because
I'm
yours
current-
70.
I'm currently working on a 58 model.
We have a 69.
does the
I work on a 70-year-old or nearly 70-year-old airplane.
Yeah. Ours is the oldest one is 69, and I think the newest is a 83.
Nice.
built Ford tough.
Dude,
Oh,
like,
well, I mean, yeah, they can't find parts for that shit now.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're getting to talk about fucking work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, because we're not about to. So, what's your favorite artist in the world?
Artists like paint or
Music.
That's a hard one.
Hinder,
Nah.
Oh my god,
because you got lips like an angel.
dude!
I'll show you some.
Holy fuck! You
Dude.
saw this? You saw the screenshot I sent you, right?
Yeah.
I like all kinds of fucking music though, man. I can't fucking like say this is my favorite right here.
Do you listen to the Wu-Tang Clan?
Not very often, no.
Okay,
My go-to is fucking punk rock mostly.
Guns N'
Fucking-
Roses.
No.
That's not punk rock.
No.
What the Dead Kennedys?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, and then
fucking
Living-
Cramps.
Well, no, it's fucking.
I'd say probably one of my most played on my shit would probably be Slayer. You know,
Yeah.
that's metal, but you
Yeah.
know, I don't listen to a lot of fucking Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah, when
Fucking-
when he walked in, he was like, "Oh,
Dude,
it's a Stonehenge."
that fucking poster's badass.
Yeah.
dude.
So
And I'm a fucking Mastodon fan. I'm a metal fan too. Like,
yeah,
Amon Amarth, shit like that.
Nice.
I can dig that shit. But Graveyard, I really like.
Graveyard's been
Fucking
Graveyard.
love Graveyard.
Graveyard. When I first started listening to him, it was a couple songs I really liked, and then after a while, I kind of really got
High
into-
Sing Blues album,
Mm-hmm.
fucking killer.
Yes, and that's like then the Caius is
Yep.
Welcome to Sky Valley. That one comes up all the time where I'm like, that's such a good album. So yeah,
Yes,
Moffin's
sir.
checked out of that conversation because he's like, I don't like any of the doom metal bands.
I do.
Also, you got our Rammstein.
Yeah, that was
I just don't like Yob.
Die Apocalyptician Writer, or however the fuck you say it.
What?
It's another German band, very similar to Rammstein.
Never heard of him.
Die Apocalyptician Writer. I'll fucking send it to
Die
you.
Antwoord.
No, not Die Antwoord. That's Tweaker music.
That
Yeah.
is tweaker music.
Yes,
it's
that is.
good. It's good. It has its place, but it is like
I can't believe when I was listening to like the Brian's episode and you guys were getting real deep into the fucking music. Nobody fucking mentioned Alien Sex Fiend.
yeah. I forgot.
What?
I forgot about them.
Fucking love Alien Sex Fiend.
You know what? I do. I like Alien Sex.
the
Fiends.
Curse album.
Yep. Yep.
Fucking perfect.
I've never heard of that band before.
Oh my god, you have.
Yeah.
Did you ever
have,
watch
but-
Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now I'm feeling zombified. You remember that video?
yeah.
It was on there. That's
Okay,
Alien, that's
okay.
Alien Sex Fiend.
Okay, I'm okay. Because I was like,
It's fucking cool. Yeah, like, where's my phone?
It's over there underneath your fucking.
All right, do you guys get copyright struck and shit? Like,
Yeah, you. Just
I don't
We're
think
not that
Alien. I don't
big.
think Alien Sex Fiend
it's
is
gonna
like,
be copywriting us.
No.
the fucking beginning of that album is fucking awesome. Just the fucking.
This is the real treat for the people that actually stay around.
You're gonna love this. This is awesome.
He had it queued up and everything. He's been waiting to fucking play it.
That's some real like Flash Gordon shit, like
Yeah.
the original Flash Gordon.
You put this shit on the Bluetooth speakers at work, and people are like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
They're like, huh? It just gets it gets progressively weirder.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking great, dude.
I love the fact that he was like,
It's like preemptive Trent Reznor, Nine Inch
Yeah.
Nails.
Yeah, it's industrial.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and industrial.
Front 242.
Well, like here, like there's like my library. There's Pantera. There's the Elvis, the Danzig Elvis album.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Fireball Ministry, The Apocalypse and Writer, Red Fang,
yeah. The Red Fang. So I met
fucking Cypress Hill,
dude.
Ian No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. You know, every once in a while you're in the mood. Fucking Alien Sex Fiend, Conway Twitty,
You
that
gotta
might.
have your sad cowboy music every
Yeah.
now and then.
Black Sabbath, fucking Sturgill Simpson, Rammstein, White Zombie, lots of Mastodon on here.
Yeah, Mastodon.
I really do like Rammstein.
High on Fire.
High on Fire is
Fucking love High on
fucking
Fire.
so
Yeah.
good.
Got Matt Pike's that album he put out, Pike versus the Automaton.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Matt Pike.
Got good fucking songs like Alien Slut Mother, you know, shit like that.
He was really good when we went down to Dallas.
Dallas and see him. The thing that was most.
I've never seen it, but I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like walking down the alleyway just after the show. Like, even before the show, we saw him. He was walking around Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
And
The
then
thing is-
afterward, he's just kind of like walking around. And
That's
nobody,
cool when you see people like do it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Reverend Horton Heat, man.
Yeah.
You used to see him walking around all the time
Yep.
before shows. Back when Bricktown Brewery was just the Bricktown Brewery
Right.
down
Yeah.
in Bricktown, they had
Right.
shows up top.
Yep.
I'd used to go see the Rev there. You'd see him fucking
Yeah.
walking around outside.
Yeah.
Fucking that's where I saw Throw Rag. Fucking
Okay.
Legendary Shack Shakers. Saw
Yeah.
them opening for the Rev up there. Fucking great bands, dude. Saw the goddamn Gallows down at, I think it was the Wormy Dog. Saw them in there.
Okay.
Fucking killer show there. And then fucking when the Green Door was open down there too.
Right,
Yeah.
Saw some
right.
good bands there.
I saw a bunch there.
Fucking Roger Murray from Agnostic Front.
Yeah.
I came out of the bathroom one time and
Forgot about Agnostic Front.
I was there with my ex-wife. I was
Yeah.
wife at the time. I came out and I saw this dude fucking like hugged up on my wife. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Walk over. Fucking Roger Murray.
You're like, oh,
I was like, dude.
get back, go back,
Go do
as
that.
You,
I was like,
as you were.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up, dude? You know, so there's a picture of it. We got it. It's in one of my fucking picture albums at home. But like, yeah, some cool shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know, as far as like, I mean, I have no beef with Roger Murray. Sammy Hagar though,
Yeah.
that motherfucker, the Red Rocker,
Yeah.
fuck him up one of these days. He
What?
spit tequila on me when I was 17 years old.
Where?
All Sports Stadium.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
He spit tequila on me.
He just looked at
It
you.
was when you remember that stupid fucking Moss Tequila song came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at one of the Catfest or some shit. Some fucking. It was one of those fucking like tours, you know, that come
Yeah.
through all the bands. I've never been a Sammy Hagar fan, but for some reason, my ex girlfriend there, she wanted to see Sammy Hagar too. I was like, all right, so we're up front.
I'm not a fan.
17 years old. He fucking takes a big drink of that tequila and spits it right the fuck on me. Like, makes eye contact.
That's
And I'm like, mark your fucking day, motherfucker.
Right.
You're going to remember you. I'm going to find him. He's going to be at like Thackerville coming up soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I looked him up. He's like 77 years old now.
You
Break
definitely
break his fucking hip.
I'll be like, remember me, bitch?
Yeah.
he's gonna be like,
He'll be
This
like,
is for David Lee. Bam! Break his fucking hip.
he'll be like,
He
no.
fucking ruined Van Halen.
And then he's probably
like-
just going to like snap his fingers and point at me. And
yeah,
be
they're
like,
like,
but you know what? It'll be worth it.
yeah, it'd be worth it.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Light
it'd be like
horse.
when you're getting that hip replaced, every time the weather changes, and you're like, oh, that motherfucker. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
rocker.
And you're just
Yeah.
like, my eyes still burn. I was
Yeah.
crying on the podcast 42 years later
you're
because
gonna-
you spit tequila in my eye.
You're gonna be in
That motherfucker.
You're gonna be in prison, and you're gonna be like telling the fucking CO,
What are you in for?
I broke Sammy
Sammy
Hagar's
Hagar's
hip, and when I get out, I'm gonna do it again.
I would never hurt Diamond Dave. So.
I fucking love Dave. I like
Yeah,
Great. He's
dude.
all,
like
ow! fucking jumping in the spandex and
Sammy
shit.
Yeah, that's-
ruined.
Might as well jump, right?
Yeah,
I mean, why not?
Van Halen,
100
like, dude, when that
Go
came
ahead,
out,
jump.
when that came out, it was like fucking everything, and then he fucking ruined Van Halen.
Oh shit, man.
I was listening to this one guy. He grew up in like I think it was Phoenix, but he was talking about like how he was like a kid in like high school and like how Van Halen would play
Yeah.
a lot of the like high school parties, and he's like they were just as good as they were today. Then,
yeah.
But he's like, you'd go to a fucking house party and Van Halen so Eddie would be over there shredding his fucking dick off.
Yeah,
And like,
that'd
you're
be
just-
fucking. That'd
could
be
you
awesome.
imagine walking out of like your back door and all of a sudden just Eddie Van Halen is just out there, just like, and you're like, what the?
I mean, we had that with Hanson.
Can you imagine looking? Can you imagine looking across the hallway and I'm taking a piss in your bathroom?
Do you need to go?
Because that could happen right now.
Okay, well we're at 3 hours, so
Oh, shit. All right,
technically we are the second longest episode. I wanted to give you that plight.
Fuck yeah!
All right,
I'm sorry it sucked, guys.
it didn't. This is
okay.
probably my favorite episode.
No, I said I'm sorry I suck, guys.
So
Oh,
meet him
you're
at the
gonna be
on-cue
sorry.
bathroom off of I-40 and Douglas.
Open glory hole.
Yeah. So where can people find you at on the Instagrams?
Fatkatscasketsalvage.
That's where I. You know
It's
how
been my fucking handle. It's been my handle since 2012 when the Big Bopper died, or they exhumed him. They exhumed the Big Bopper, right? And they fucking sold his casket, right?
I did not know that's why you're.
Okay, that's where that shit comes from. Okay,
Okay.
Like they exhumed the Big Bopper, right? And they sold his used coffin. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm gonna.
What the?
I was like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a fucking casket salvage. And then after that, I was like, boom, all right, Fat Cat's Casket Salvage. And like, I used to sell a lot of fucking parts and shit and ship them out, and that's what I'd always put as the return address. You go slap shit down at the fucking post office, it all rattles metal and shit in there, and they see that address, like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, it's like handles and hinges and shit, you know.
Hips and knee joints.
I don't know how long exactly I've known you. I've never looked at your full name.
And you're like, Fat Cat's what?
Yeah.
Because it's all one word. There's no underscores or any of that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Nothing.
Everybody's like, how do you fucking say that? Well, I don't know.
Fat Cat's Casket Salvage.
Goddamn right.
We have so many t-shirt ideas now.
Yeah,
But it was great having you on.
the big bopper coming out of a Fat Cat casket salvaged.
Goddamn right.
Can we have a
I mean, like, the motherfucker been in the ground for how many years?
Oh yeah,
Water,
50
fuck pulled
think
him
about
out?
water damage and shit. They exhumed him to do a goddamn autopsy. He died in a fucking plane crash. What do you need autopsy?
Yep.
God damn, man. He's been in the ground since the 70s, you know? So
Looks like he smacked the ground.
real hard. He was
I believe,
living.
I believe an aileron severed his descending aorta.
This is
He
my
caught his perineum on the fucking speed brake. Yeah, big words.
Asshole
So.
went through where his face was supposed to be.
This is my favorite episode ever. This is number one for me now. All right, it was good having you on. And we're gonna go talk about.
And you can find us on Instagram.
Chubby Boy Magic 405. OKC.
No,
Just Chubby Boy Magic 405. I couldn't-
Do I get outro
405
music?
is the.
Yeah. Oh, do you want outro
OKC.
music? Okay.
And if
Oh,
anybody
yes.
knows anybody, a brewery or beer place that would love to sponsor us, we
Busch
would
Light,
love
man.
that.
Yes, we would
Get Busch
love.
Light.
What?
Y'all have, never mind. Y'all have more distinguished people than my ass.
For what?
So get Busch Light.
I mean, they're
Busch Light's
corporate.
sponsor.
Yeah,
I don't know if
we
they'll
would
do
do
it.
it, but we'd have better chances with like a local.
I've seen the Busch Light.
The Busch Latte.
The can crushes.
The dick on your arm is the best part of it. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Nate's gay.